beat with that homecoming. The Ravens are telling a pretty tale of their own. Lacrosse is a hit in BC with big crowds and solid play from the Blackbirds. Offensively, they're led by Chris Gill, Peter Morgan, and Jamie Bowen. And a victory today will pull Vancouver over the 500 mark for the first time this season. It's a pivotal game in the race for the playoffs as the Ravens look to pull the power from Washington on Molson Export National Lacrosse, live on Rogers Sportsnet. A jam-packed GM Place is expected for today's game between the Washington Power and Vancouver Ravens. And you have to think that the ferries were busy with a lot of people coming from the island to watch the Gait Brothers. Hello, everybody. I'm Craig McEwen, and welcome to the Garage. Of course, today's game is interesting for a couple of reasons. First of all, you've all heard of the 12 days of Christmas. Well, how about the 27 days of Christmas? That's the length of time it'll be for the Vancouver Ravens between games. The last time they played wasn't before Santa came down the chimney. It was December 23rd, so you have to wonder, will they be rested or rusty? Now, the other big reason this game is important, well, are two reasons, in fact. The Gait Brothers, Peter Morgan of the Ravens maybe sums things up best when he says, imagine Wayne Gretzky or Mario Lemieux having a twin brother. They've been pulled in every direction with media requests and family stuff. It'll be interesting to see how they perform. Washington comes into this game tied for first place after New York's loss to Philly. The Power are very good, and the Ravens will have to watch out for them this afternoon. As for Vancouver, Vancouver can move into top spot in the Northern Division with a win. The Blackbirds looking to go above 500, as we said, for the first time in franchise history. Now, for their thoughts on this game and, of course, the Gait Brothers, let's go upstairs now to our broadcast team of Don Taylor and Brian Shanahan.
Thank you very much, C-Mac, and I guess it's our first chance to say Happy New Year to everybody. It has been a while. With all due respect, Craig, you can't compare the Gaits to anybody. Forget Lemieux, forget Gretzky. These guys are the best lacrosse players in the world. Size, skill, speed when they want to. Brian, they can do it all.
Yeah, they definitely can. And a lot of people, some people have said to me, Gary's the better Gait, is he not? I disagree. They are both fantastic. Paul has had some injury problems over his career, but this guy is just as good as his brother. They're two best lacrosse players in the world. He's got the outside shot. He's got the great hands and the size. Watch this goal here.
Wow. And to make this game extra special, Paul is retiring at the end of this season. This is his final professional lacrosse game in British Columbia. And as you can see, the Gait Brothers, two of the top three scorers of all time in the National Lacrosse League. As for the Ravens, Brian, they've won 3 of their last 4 games, and that has a lot to do with the fact the offense has improved.
Yeah, actually, the first couple of games, they looked like they were struggling. I was surprised at how quickly they got used to this game. Look at this, 17 goals on average in the last 3 games. After the first 2 losses, they've really improved, and very quickly.
And as you saw there, the man pitcher, Chris Gill, leading the Ravens with 32 points. I think he is thriving as the main man of this Vancouver squad. It's the Vancouver Ravens against the Washington Power. The Gaits, the great Gaits, are in British Columbia. Molson Export National Lacrosse is brought to you by Molson Export. Add X today.
Where did they get the game of lacrosse?
Grandson, the game of lacrosse came from the Thunder people.
Put your opponent out of commission with a Mission 2000.
On the WB Monday night, an important all-new 7-7.
They were calling her names because she's Muslim.
And this was happening right outside our house?
There's a Muslim family living in the neighborhood?
Fear can bring out the worst in people.
You know how it makes me feel? Angry.
This has to stop. It's gonna stop right here.
An all-new 7-7 on the WB Monday night.
Do they kick it? Do they whack it? Do they drive it? Do they smash it? No matter what the competition, World Sport brings you all the action. The latest scores and highlights, and interviews with the biggest names in sport. It's sports coverage of global magnitude with international attitude. World Sport, we kick it, daily, only on CNN Sports Illustrated.
The American Taliban.
We may never know why he turned his back on our country, but we cannot ignore that he did.
Now he will face American justice. John Walker on People in the News. 10:30 Eastern on CNN tonight.
Looks like we made it just in time.
That cabin door was just about to shut tight.
I guess you're not here, in this row.
Wait a minute. Something's not right.
He's right. These seat numbers here, here, and here read right to left.
Be careful. What? Wait. Judging by this ticket, I'd say we're in for a long flight. Good thing I brought a thick paperback book.
He's right. And this in-flight magazine is no match for a thick paperback book.
We have got to get to that paperback bookstore.
And the plane is starting to taxi, and fast. This looks like a job for...
Sir, you need to stay in that seat while this plane is taxiing, and please keep your voices down.
Thank you.
Here we are at GM Place, the Washington Power taking on the Vancouver Ravens. Will the Ravens be rusty? We'll find out. Right now, let's take a look at our Dodge matchup of the game, brought to you by Dodge. Grab life by the horn, Shanny.
Yeah, this is Adele Holiday and Rich Catton of Vancouver. We talk about the Gates, but you can't forget Holiday. He scored 5 goals against the Rock a couple weeks ago.
Let's go downstairs to C-Mac.
Thank you very much, Don. Our first Molson X report is with the coach of the Vancouver Ravens, Paul Del Monte. And before we talk about Gates, let's talk about the layoff. Has that helped or hurt your team?
Well, I think, the break has been good over the Christmas period, and we've practiced hard the last couple weeks, so we're ready to go, I think.
And ready to face the Gait Brothers. Anything special planned for them?
Well, I'm not sure if you can ever be ready to face the Gait Brothers, but we'll work hard. We've got a little defensive scheme designed to try and take away what they like to do, and we'll see how effective it is.
Best of luck to you today, Paul. Thank you very much. Let's go upstairs now to our broadcast team of Don Taylor and Brian Shanahan. Gentlemen.
Thanks, C-Mac. Tonight's starting goalies brought to you by Wendy's Late Night Pickup Window, where you can eat great, even late. Starting in goal for the Power, guy who's well known to Victoria Shamrock fans, Dalep. At the other end, Dwight Maetche, arguably the Ravens MVP so far this season. Opening face-off between Paul Cantabine of the Power and, as always, Craig Stevenson of the Ravens. Away we go. Ravens versus the Power. Loose ball, mid-court, still loose. Rising gets the ball back to Dwight Maetche. Again, I'll tell you, you old-time lacrosse fans, you can go back in the crease.
You're right, the defensive players really use that.
Chris Gill with the pill for the Ravens, their leading scorer. Gets it to O'Connor, to Peter Morgan. Big Peter Morgan.
Watch the pick.
He's been so effective trying to work the pick with Chris Gill. Morgan pushed all the way into the corner out front. Picked up by O'Connor. His shot goes wide. Ravens will have to hurry. The shot clock, well, it did expire.
And Washington coming off a tough loss against Columbus last week that doesn't have Coach Darius Kilgore very happy.
Here come the Power. Paul Gait is out there right now. Power with the ball. There's a shot. Dwight Maetche's first save. Makes it off a guy he's familiar with, Dale Halliday. Rich Catton now. Long lead pass shot. Dalep got a piece of that. As it was Matt Queen with the opportunity. Pass for Paul Gait goes astray. It'll be Vancouver ball.
Once again, Vancouver showing us that they're not going to hesitate moving that ball up the floor quickly. I think that's been a big part of their game and a big reason why they're scoring a lot more goals now.
But obviously, Dwight Maetche will be a part of that offense. He's 7th in scoring for that team. Peter Morgan in front. Shot was off the post. Rebound. In comes Stevenson. Loses the ball. O'Connor picks it up. Can't get the shot away. Does get the shot away. Dalep makes the save. Now, Dalep has the ball. His own crease. Starting the attack. Neil Doddridge. Neil Doddridge on the right side for the Power. Both teams look a little nervous right now, Shannon.
Yeah, but that's 2 pipes that they've hit so far for Vancouver.
Number 9 99 for the Power. As Jeff Wills has room, takes a shot. Maetche makes a save. Wills gets it back. Out front. Good defensive work there by Bruce Murray, the Ravens. He continues to come up with some great defensive work. Not good enough, though. The Power retaining possession. Ball in behind for Cantabine. We'll see if Cantabine here. Maybe not. Working against live sub shot stopped by Maetche. Here comes the fast break. Maetche has his pass blocked. He's complaining about that. Washington sticks on offense.
And he's got a legitimate beef. You're not allowed to interfere with the goalie when he throws the ball, and that's what he's complaining about there. Well, that was a nice save off Cantabine, who showed us a few weeks ago he can shoot both ways, and he's dangerous to defend.
Here come the Gait Brothers. Paul to Gary. Gary moves right in. Shot. Saved by Maetche. New shot clock for the Power. Here is Paul Gait. Paul Gait being pounded by Williams. Shot. Maetche got a piece of that one. Paul Gait again. Checked by Reisig. Somehow maintains possession. The one-handed pass goes astray, and here come the Ravens. Maybe not. Washington doing a good job of checking the Ravens so far. Here we go. It's Gait moving in. Shot saved by Maetche. Paul Gait. Got some good action. Now Maetche. Down to Pratt. Right in on goal. Chris Pratt. Saved by Dalep. We got some great action here. Did I say that already? Now things settle down a bit. Wow. This is Josh Sims waiting for his Power teammates to come up with a change.
Maetche, every time he makes a save, he's looking right up the floor to see if there's an outlet.
But 6 guys on those gates, and they still manage to get shots away. It's amazing.
Keep the sticks down. Keep that sticks down. Let's go. Let's go.
Change of possession here.
You hear referee Rick Lum warning the guys keep their sticks down.
Peter Morgan on the right side. Again, trying to work the pick. Chris Gill, nothing doing. Pardon me, it goes to Gill. Chris doing a good job maintaining possession in traffic. Hansen now for the Ravens. Hansen has room. His shot saved by Dalep. On the crease now. Dalep. Long-time Victoria Shamrock gets it up to Paul Cantabine.
Dalep's not a big guy, but he seems to take up a lot of net. Both goalies have looked fantastic early on.
No kidding. Jeff Wills on the right side for the Power. Jeff Wills in traffic, trying to get the pass to Jenner. Goes straight, loose ball. Looks like the Ravens will come up with it. Yes, they will. Away we go. Matt Quain with Stewartson on the left side. Matt Quain is going to move in. His shot. Another save by the lead. Rebound. Stewartson will try to get to the loose ball. Does a good job of getting it back to O'Connor. Ryan O'Connor scored the Ravens' first ever regular season goal. His pass goes high, but is picked up by Peter Morgan. Peter Morgan at the crease. Looks like they're ready for Morgan, the Washington Power. He's been so effective down low for the Ravens all season long. This is Brothers. Brothers again waiting for a Power change. Here they come.
Both teams are trying to play very aggressive defense.
Harry Gait in front. Shot goes wide. Now Stewartson. On the break, it's Tyson Lies being checked by Gait. Lies has some room, moving in, loses the ball, goes astray, but Hamilton gets it back for the Ravens. Grant Hamilton. To Bowen. Remy Bowen, who leads the league in power play goals. To Stevenson, his shot goes wide. Shot clock winding down. The Ravens looking for something here. 4 seconds left in that shot clock. Doesn't matter because the Power picks up the ball. This is Del Halliday. Del Halliday holds up, waits for his teammates. Speaking of longtime Victoria Shamrocks, Del Halliday. There's a shot, goes off the leg. And away go the Ravens. Darren Reisig has a man on the right side. Reisig in front, shot, saved, Dalep, off Chris Gill. Now it's Bowen for the Ravens. 0-0, 9 minutes left for the first quarter. Bowen back to Stevenson, down to Peter Morgan. With Chris Gill, Peter Morgan looking for room. Power all over Morgan. Shots and a goal! Yeah, it did go in. Wasn't sure about it when I first saw it. Obviously it did. The referee says so. 1-0 for the Ravens over the Washington Power.
And after having 3 or 4 glorious scoring opportunities, Craig Stevenson gets it here on the quick stick. Watch how quickly he releases it. Oh, that just squeezes through. I mean, it's not like the league gave him much to shoot at. He just bounced it in on that short side. There wasn't much room. Craig Stevens has got a great shot. And that was a quick release.
Taking the face-off right now. And with all the talk about Chris Gill, Peter Morgan, et cetera, we forget that Craig Stevenson is 3rd in Ravens scoring. That's his 8th of the year, his 23rd point. Cantabine for the Power. 1-0 Ravens. On the left side, there's a shot, goes wide. Ravens get the ball back. Kevin Hansen. Long lead pass. Couldn't connect with Matt Quaid. Dalep in the corner, has to get rid of it. Does a good job of it to Cantabine. 1-0 for the Ravens on the goal by Craig Stevenson, his 8th of the year. We've got 8 minutes left in this first quarter. And it's Cantabine with the ball for the Power on the left side. Got some interference. As a result, change of possession. Vancouver ball. We've got a 1-0 game at GM Place. The Ravens leading the Washington Power.
How would you like to be part of this year's NLL championship game? You can by competing in this year's Scoop and Shoot contest.
It's easy. You just scoop.
And shoot.
For boys and girls. 86-14.
Every entrant gets an official t-shirt, a game ticket, and an official ball.
For dates and more details, look on the official website or call the league office.
It's awesome.
What's the matter, Bob?
All this paperwork from my mortgage broker is driving me crazy.
Perhaps you should log on to Ditech.com.
Hey, I need a home loan, not a website.
Ditech.com is one of the largest direct lenders in the mortgage industry.
What about the rates?
Here's today's low fixed rate with 0 points.
Oh. Can I use the mouse?
Be my guest. Ditech.com, the smart money solution. Call 1-800-71-FIX.
First quarter brought to you by hotjobs.ca. Log on today and take control of your destiny. Now let's check into our Yamaha Motors keys to the game, brought to you by Yamaha Motors, when you want the best.
Hi, I'm Paul Gait with the Washington Power, and today's keys to the game are going to be strong defense and picking up the rebounds in front of your own net.
Hi, I'm Chris Gill of the Vancouver Ravens, and the keys to the game are controlling Gary and Paul Gait and minimizing their power play opportunities.
And the Ravens would be well advised to minimize the Washington power play opportunities. Washington with the best power play in the entire National Lacrosse
Almost
League.
80%,
Almost 80%.
which is phenomenal.
And I think that has a lot to do with the Gait Brothers. I'm not sure. I was being sarcastic.
And I guess, you know, you don't have to be a genius to know you got to stop the Gates to stop Washington. Well, you might have to be a genius to figure out how to stop it.
Yeah, well, both teams playing well defensively so far, and that's indicated in the 1-0 score. Here's Paul Gait now for the Power. Likes to hang on to that ball. Paul Gait moving in. Thought about shooting, didn't. Now gets it on the right side. Gary Gait loses it. But Josh Shim picks it back up. Paul Gait losing the ball. The Ravens will get possession as the shot clock can run out. Rich Cat, one of the men assigned to check the Gait Brothers for the Ravens, gets it to Peter Morgan. Peter Morgan fending off 2 Power defenders, moving in. Peter Morgan, his shot off the Leafs shin pad, and away comes Horsey. Bobby Horsey got some moves, moves in. His shot goes wide. Again, Dwight Maetche might got a piece of that, maybe. 1-0 to score. The Ravens leading the Power. 6:50 left. Quarter number 1 here at GM Place. Ravens on the attack. Kevin Hansen with the ball. Shot. Saved Dalep. Dev Dalep has played well. So has Dwight Maetche in the early going. Both been tested.
Yes, there's no question about goaltending for either team today. Both of them are very strong in the nets.
Brian Reese. Now to Cantabine. Cantabine, along with the Gates and Halliday, one of the more dangerous Washington players. Cantabine trying to work the pick, switches hands, his pass hits Stewartson, but Washington retains possession with just 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Here is the shot. Goal! What a shot by Kip Fulks. There's a name you don't want to mispronounce. Kip Fulks. And it's 1-1 at GM Place.
And one of the faster runners in the league, Kip Folks, gets an outside shot here. I didn't realize he had such a good one. And that hurts Vancouver because there was only about a second left on the shot clock when he gets that one away for his 4th goal of the season.
And you know Dwight Maetche would like to have that back for 2 reasons. Number 1, it was from far out. Number 2, he knew the shot was coming. But it was hot. It was a sizzling shot. Now Rising back to Maetche.
You know, it gives Washington a bit of a lift every time they can get a goal when they don't have the Gates on the floor.
And you know that's deflating the Vancouver Ravens with all that effort going into stopping number 22 and number 19 when somebody else burns you. So it's 1-1 at the garage. Here is Gary Gait. Gary Gait on the right side, working against Williams. Rob doing a good job. Gait still with the ball, moving in, still has it shot and a save by Maetche. How'd he hang on to that thing? Shear now for the Power. The Wales, his shot. Dwight Maetche got just enough. Look behind him for a second. Now it's Reisig.
Here Reisig's getting on referee Rick Lum about in the crease.
Ryan O'Connor moving in for the Ravens. Has some room. No, he doesn't. Boy, he got chopped. I can't believe there wasn't a call there. Folks was all over him. Now we've got a breakaway. Horsey moving in.
Oh,
whistle behind the play. What happened there?
A late call behind the play. I think he said holding the stick.
Yeah. Well, that was not a good move by Mr. Reese.
Ryan Reese.
As Horsey had all kinds of room at the other end.
Way behind the play. Here you're going to see, watch this to see what kind of check this is. It's a wraparound. I didn't think that was that bad. But this, watch what happens here. See if he grabs his stick. Something happened.
Yeah, well, Reese slashed him in the back of the legs. But how did he not call that first one? I really don't know. So the Ravens go on the power play. Peter Morgan playing the shooting position on the right side to O'Connor. And we got Chris Pratt at the point. Chris Pratt moving in. His shot stopped by Dalep. Peter Morgan picks up the scores. And then gets into it with the Power.
Well, I think Washington was maybe guilty of being a little bit over-aggressive on that play. 2 guys went down on Chris Gill, leaving the ball loose for Peter Morgan. Where do you see this? Chris Gill is going to get a chance here. Now there's one hit. Now that's where they overdid it. Peter Morgan into the empty net. You see the other look, and this is where that ball just left loose. And with his height and reach, that's an easy goal for Peter Morgan.
You're right. I mean, not only were the Power concerned about Chris Gill during the play, they were concerned about it after the play. They went after him after the goal was scored as well.
I think they were concerned about punishing him. But there is such a thing as being over-aggressive. They got caught that one.
Especially in a penalty-killing situation. You put 2 guys on one player, leaves everybody else wide open. 2-1, the Ravens lead on Peter Morgan's 12th of the season. 4 minutes left in quarter number 1. Cantabine. Good job by Darren Reisig to get the ball away from the Cantabinian one. Rich Catton. He loses it. He's being checked by Jenner. Ravens come up with it. Lob pass ahead for Rich Catton. The right-hander, Rich Catton. The Ravens make changes. Ball goes back to Big Peter Morgan. Scored the last goal in this game. To Jamie Bowen, who's got that nice sub shot. Not so nice that time.
We're getting a holding penalty going to Washington here.
Ravens with a 2-1 lead over the Washington Power. You're watching Molson Export National Lacrosse on Rogers Sports.
My man, NBA League Pass on Direct TV. Ow! At home our way. It's super bad. Better than courtside. Baby, get on up, make your call. Bring it on, bring it on. What a deal. It's hot. Up to 40 games a week.
Don't miss a minute of the action. Catch up to 40 games a week from outside your local viewing area for just $99 or 3 payments of $33. To order NBA League Pass on DirecTV, call 1-800-GET-SPORTS, tune to channel 216, or log on to DirecTVSports.com.
Available now from DirecTV, it's the Stars Super Pack, #1 in new hit movies, featuring 12 premium movie channels for only $10 more per month.
See new hit movies like Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, Chocolat, and more.
The Stars Super Pack, over 500 movie choices, 12 channels, only $10 more per month. It's the best movie value on DirecTV. Call now to order the Stars Super Pack, #1 in new hit movies. Call 1-800-547-4DTV.
CBS Superstation.
Welcome back to GM Place, everybody. I'm Craig McEwen, and joining me now is Pat Coyle, one of the best defenders in this league for the past 10 years. And obviously you have some thoughts on how to defend the Gait Brothers. But before we get that, what are you doing here?
I got some free tickets, so I guess I'd take my kids here. You know, usually I'm spending a lot of money during the day, but if I come here, I don't have to pay.
You're a lacrosse connoisseur, no doubt. Is it special seeing these Gait boys play?
Yeah, it's always a treat to watch them play, and I mean, even though they're getting older, they still do things that, you know, make my jaw drop, even when I'm playing against them. And, you know, that's not the best thing to do sometimes, playing against someone. You don't want to be admiring them, but they're awesome, yeah.
Well, we'll get your thoughts on how to stop them the next time we hook up, but right now let's get back to the action. Go upstairs to Don and Brian.
Thank you very much, C-Mac. You know, Pat Coyle is thinking about becoming a broadcaster one day. He's already halfway there. He's scamming free tickets.
That's the main part of the job. Get in free.
Ravens on the power play now. It was effective last time on the Peter Morgan goal. Chris Pratt trying to prevent the over and back. Can't do it. It'll be Washington ball. With 1:44 left in the penalty, John Brothers. I wonder if he's any relation to Paul Brothers, ex-Lions quarterback. The mind is drifting a bit.
And the Washington short man is ranked 10th in the league. Not quite as powerful as their power play.
Paul Gait just trying to get the ball off him in the short-handed situation. Gets it to Gary Gait. Gary Gait trying to muscle in against Catton. Gary Gait gets free, gets the shot away. Dwight Maetche makes the save. And the Gates go off the change as the Vancouver power play sets up again. There's 1:11 left in the penalty to Brothers. O'Connor a little backhand pass to Bowen. Back to O'Connor. O'Connor's got the nice shot as well. To Pratt, to Morgan. His shot, the goal. Peter Morgan with a second of the game, 13th of the season. 3-1.
We talked about Washington's power play. Vancouver's isn't too shabby either. 4th in the league, almost 60%. I'm sure they're improving the percentage so far today. 100%, 2 for 2. And one of the reasons is this big guy here with this outside shot. And what's great, when you can score on those outside shots, it forces the defense to spread out a little bit more, and that opens up other things for guys like Chris Gill and Jamie Bowen.
2 power play goals, 2 goals for Peter Morgan, both on the power play. Now 3-1 for the Ravens over the red-clad Washington Power. Ravens white, the black, red, and gold trim. Now it's number 17, Shear moving in. His shot goes wide. Ravens get the ball. Here they come. Robbie Williams playing his first game for Vancouver, barreling down the floor. Backhand pass, shot is made. No, went in. Oh. What a play by Robbie Williams to Kevin Hansen.
Absolutely right. Robbie Williams, first game after an injury, makes a splash. Watch this. Picks it up right in his crease and goes for a run. He catches the Vancouver guy sleeping. Robbie Williams is one of the most fit guys on the team, but I didn't know he had this in his arsenal. Nice pass, great finish, just squeezed in.
It looked like Dev Dalep had made the save initially, but like you say, Shanny just squeezed in. Good for Robbie Williams. He's coming off a pubis bone injury. It's the same thing that Trent Platt had with the Vancouver Canucks. I know it sounds kind of funny, but talk to Robbie about it. He'll tell you it's a pretty serious injury. It kept him out of the lineup for the first 6 games of the season. Obviously not affecting him, judging by the speed he displayed on that setup, Mr. Kevin Hansen now has his 7th goal of the season.
And they're very happy to have him back, but they're more concerned about him in a defensive role, but that's bonus when he contributes offensively like that.
Gait Brothers on the attack as Gary draws a penalty.
And that's Robbie Williams.
Against Robbie Williams. In front, the shot goes wide or high. Dale Halliday trying to find the ball for the Power, can't do it. Ravens get the ball, which means they will now hear what the penalty is.
I think it's going to be a hold. Robbie Williams is getting his name all over this game sheet. Now watch the free hand. Now that's
he's up high there.
That's the penalty there. No argument from Robbie.
Now we get a chance. Sorry, Sean. We get a chance to see the #1 rated power play.
Just what I was going to see. These guys are awesome, and you're going to see Gary and Paul. See if they try to take. Vancouver tries to take them out of the power play.
Another save by Dwight Maetche. Power player down there. I believe that's Fred Jenner. Still down. Ball on the left side for Peter Morgan. Whistle blown. And the Washington trainer hustles out to attend to Fred Jenner. Took a blow in front of the net there. He had the ball.
It looks like he might have taken it high. He's holding his neck. When Toronto played Washington a few weeks ago, their strategy on the short man was to cover Paul and Gary Gait tight. And so far it doesn't look like Vancouver's doing that. Oh, there you see. A little bit of a high stick there.
That's high. Yep.
He got away with one.
It was Darren Reisig, the captain of the Ravens. Certainly not on purpose, but don't tell that to Fred Jenner.
A lot has happened overnight. So
in today's society, information is power.
President Bush is heading to New York today.
What we try to do every morning is give the viewer the most important information we can get our hands on.
Every day, every night, everywhere, our world is constantly changing. Get your first look at the day ahead with Paul Azan.
Our responsibility to get it right has never been greater.
American Morning with Paul Azan. Weekdays, 7 Eastern on CNN.
Looks like Fred Jenner has shaken off the throat and or Adam's apple injury. Heading up, looks like he'll be okay. First quarter brought to you by hotjobs.ca. Log on today and take control of your destiny. 4-1 for the Ravens. They're shorthanded here. Penalty to Rob Williams, has a minute and a half left in it. Chris Pratt on the left side. Ravens just trying to kill some time here. The contrast with the Power, who were doing things offensively when they were shorthanded. Peter Morgan shot.
You're right. Having said that, Vancouver scored more shorthanded goals than Washington has. It was 6 shorthanded goals this year. Let's see what they do against the Gait Brothers here. Playing a diamond.
Down low now. Shot and a goal by Jeff Wills. And again, Shanny, we talked about this on earlier broadcasts. That's the danger of the diamond formation on the shorthanded situation.
Exactly. It's a calculated risk, though. You're trying to take away the outside shots, especially when you have the Gates there. And you're giving Wills that chance and going with the odds that he's not going to put it away. But it really hurts your strategy when the first time the guy steps in, he puts one away.
So now it's 4-2 as both teams' power plays have been effective. Both get on the board.
And Jeff Wills was just stepping in as a spare for Jenner, who got hurt there and scores his 2nd goal of the season.
Wow. Gary Gait just took a Hilliard Graves-like hip check. One of the Ravens went down. I think he's hurt. Maybe not. Waltz is off for a change. Seems to be okay. Gait Brothers have taken a lot of hard hits over the years. The 34-year-old bodies feeling the wear and tear, more so Paul's than Gary's, which is why Paul is going to be retiring at the end of this National Lacrosse League season. His back and his ankle are bothering him. This is Peter Morgan on the right side. Peter Morgan on the right side for the Ravens. Back to Stevenson. Stevenson pulled. Scoring. Goalie pulled. Stevenson again. His shot saved by Dalep. He's made about 10 saves with that left arm of his. That's the end of the quarter, which explains why the goaltender was pulled. Vancouver going for a more shot. They got it. They didn't get a goal. They lead 4-2. National Lacrosse League and Rogers Sportsnet brought to you by Molson X.
Rally.
Look, make a wish.
I wish tonight would never end.
Me too.
Hi there. Can you folks get up now, please? Thank you.
The new Mohegan Sun. Come play.
A hurricane blew through Pasadena. Now, Sports Illustrated honors the undefeated Miami Hurricanes with 3 great gifts. It's a fantastic national championship package, free with your paid subscription. Start out with this special Sports Illustrated hardbound collector's issue. It's a celebration of Miami football, a great way to honor the Hurricanes' spectacular season. It's gold-lettered and individually numbered, a cherished keepsake you'll treasure forever. Call now and you'll also get this collectible football designed exclusively for Sports Illustrated in celebration of Miami's 5th national championship. Both are free when you order 55 issues of Sports Illustrated for only $1.59 an issue. Save 50% off the cover price. When you use your credit card, you'll also get another great gift available only from Sports Illustrated. This Miami National Championship at free. Celebrate the #1 team in the nation with 3 great gifts from Sports Illustrated. Get into it.
Cracks in the coalition. From Riyadh to Manila, some key allies are not giving their full support to the U.S. war on terror. I'm Paula Zahn on the Next American Morning. What can the U.S. do about that? It depends on CNN Monday at 7 a.m. Eastern.
Just how strong is our economy? The year started out in a recession. How far away is recovery? Analysts and investors are searching for signs of life in our nation's key industries on Lou Dobbs Moneyline at 6 Eastern on CNN Monday. Child porn, it's infected the internet for years, but now sexual predators better beware. Monday, the newest weapon in the fight to end exploitation is revealed. An ordinary mom and housewife. You'll meet her on The Point at 8:30 Eastern on CNN.
Wednesday night, the NBA is on TNT. The Knicks tangle with Vince Carter and the Raptors. Then, the Lakers and the Clippers meet in a battle for Los Angeles. Knicks, Raptors at 8. Lakers, Clippers at 10:30. The drama of the NBA is on TNT.
CNN thanks you for making us America's most watched cable news network.
Peter Morgan has 2 goals and 1 assist. The Ravens lead the Power 4-2. The second quarter is brought to you by Wendy's Late Night Pickup Window, where you can eat great, even late. Let's go to Craig.
Thank you, Don. We're standing with that guy who scored 2 goals. Peter Morgan, obviously the start you wanted. How do you keep it going against this Power team?
We just got to keep working hard. I think our defense is doing a good job against the Gates. We're all kind of double teaming them, so we're just going to keep doing that.
Best of luck in this second period for you. That's your Molson X bench report. Let's go upstairs now.
As Molson X National Lacrosse League action continues. Gait shot off the post. That was Paul Gait. Beating Dwight Maetche cleanly, not beating the post cleanly. Cantabine moving in. His bounce shot goes into the crowd. It'll be Vancouver ball. James playing even strength. Down to goal, and his shot stopped by Dalep, who's not happy with his defense.
That's
and rightfully so.
4th breakaway they've had on him, and he's saved them all.
Gait Brothers with the Power. Dishes it off, goes out for a change. This is Sims. Josh Sims looking for some room, moving in. His shot, goal! Josh Sims makes it 4-3, a 1-goal lacrosse game at the Garage.
Nothing too fancy about this one. Josh just comes around to pick and squeezes in a shot. But as we said before, these are the ones that hurt when Gates are off the floor.
Yep.
You concentrate so much on them. You think you're doing a great job, and then here's one. Just steps around up high. Gets a shot in.
Because, Shannon, you know it's a matter of time before the Gates get on the board.
Well, exactly. And that's why you know they're going to get their share, so you want to stop everybody else. It goes without saying.
So the Washington Power moves to within 1. It was 4-1 at one point for the Vancouver Ravens. Power has managed to chip away, and they have yet to get a goal from one of the Gait brothers. You know that's coming. That's what has to scare the Ravens. This is Del Halliday. Gets it on the left side to Wills, on the right side of Wills, rather. His shot goes wide. Picked up again by the Power. Kip Fulks, his shot. Boy, that kid's got a nice shot. Had to get it away because the shot clock was expiring.
We saw him score in the first quarter from out that area on a long shot with a few seconds left.
Ryan O'Connor being checked effectively by John Gallant. Loose ball. They battled for it. Picked up by Grant Hamilton. Grant Hamilton finds a seam. Still with the ball. Victoria product. Hamilton knows the Gates well. This is Gill. Chris Gill for the Ravens. His shot goes off a body and into the crowd. Downstairs to Craig McEwen for an injury update.
Thank you very much, Donnie. Fred Jenner of the Power is sitting behind me, icing his throat area. That sounds painful, and it is. He's hopeful, though, he'll be able to come back into this ball game, but he's not quite sure when that will be.
Thank you very much, C-Mac. A lot of concern about Fred Jenner from Victoria.
That's right. We saw he got a cross check against the neck earlier on. Hopefully he'll be back out for them.
What's it at?
Cross check from Darren Reisig, another Victoria product. They should get a team in Victoria.
That's right.
Gosh sakes. Imagine the team they would have if it was an all-Victoria squad in this league.
Just start with the two great Gait brothers. You're halfway to a championship.
A little delay here in resetting the clock.
Yeah, the ball went out in the crowd off Washington player's back, and that's why Vancouver's getting the ball back. The shot clock was... Oh,
there's
my.
More Deb Dalep on that one. I don't think Deb was ready.
I don't think that was intended to be a shot on net.
No, Deb was a pass to Chris Gill. I'm not sure if Chris got a piece of it or not.
If this is a deflection, it is.
Yeah.
You know, only goal scorers can score like that.
Chris will tell you he planned that.
He deflect like Joe Nieuwendyk in front of the net. Chris Gill deflects this one in.
Wearing the same number as Joe Nieuwendyk, 25. Joe Nieuwendyk's an old lacrosse player.
Very good. Now, you got to stop those, but still, they can be tricky, those ones. He's watching the pass, waiting for Chris Gill to catch it. It was definitely a misplay. But Vancouver's advantage.
Chris Gill with his 18th goal of the season. Maybe they should change his name to Chris Gill the way his season's going. Kevin Hansen has room. Kevin Hansen moving in. Zigged when he should have zagged and got himself into trouble as a result. Now Dalep down to Gait. Gary Gait moving in. Oh, what a play defensively. I believe that's Matt Twain who made it. Stripping Gait of the ball. Gary's not happy about that. Here comes the speedy one. Rob Williams had that splendid assist earlier in the first quarter. Down to our latest goal scorer, Chris Gill.
Hands off.
Again trying to work the pick with Morgan. Shot from Bowen goes off a body. Loose ball. Peter Morgan picks it up nicely. Little flip pass. Intercepted, and here come the Power. Ball goes astray on the pass to Gait.
Looked like Paul was going for a deflection there.
Paul Gait to Cantabine, his shot off the post. Here's Gait again in the corner against Hamilton. Moving in front, shot and a goal. What a pass by Paul Gait. Matt Shear, the recipient, and he makes it 5-3.
And Matt Shear has some great finish too, scoring his 8th goal of the season. He's actually had a quiet season so far. But here you see him parked with his stick open. Not a lot to shoot at, just squeezes it around Dwight Maetche. But Paul Gait does a great job of eluding the hit in the corner.
So the Gaits come alive.
Watch the line.
They each have 1 assist, if I'm not mistaken. That's right, they each have 1 assist. And like I say, just a matter of time before they explode, before they could explode. They haven't had many chances either.
No, well, we saw just earlier, I think it was Gary got a partial breakaway with great defensive play to strip him of the ball just before he shot.
Now, it's Kip Fulks. A very nice shot. In front for number 91, Jenner. Back on the floor. Dove with the shot. Maetche made the save. We got a penalty here.
Chris Pratt was playing with a broken stick. I'm not sure if it's him who's going to the penalty box, or he wasn't playing with a broken stick. He dropped his stick, was playing without a stick, which is fine, but what do they call it?
Has to avoid. You gotta get your chance to avoid. 77 White interference. He had no chance to avoid. No way. No chance to avoid.
Well, while we'll figure this out later, but let's watch that defensive play by Matt Duane.
And here's Paul Gait, I think. A nice Gary Gait, sorry. Nice check by Matt Duane there. Just to bug him enough before he made that little move.
You know, Shanny, I wonder if the Ravens are so worried about the Gates. I mean, they're still leading 5-4, but they're so worried about the Gates they're forgetting about some of the other offensive talent.
I think you're right at times.
Example there. Fred Jenner shaking off the throat injury, popping in a power play goal for the Washington Power. This game's tied at 5.
I tell you, both teams are playing aggressive, but they're going to have to watch it because both power plays have been perfect. We've seen 4 power plays so far today, a goal on every one. They're going to see, and this is that diamond rotation. Jenner comes into the opening, and they're giving him extra space down there, but they might have to change it. Like you talked about earlier, maybe they're spending so much time being concerned with the Gates, they're giving too much room for some skilled players.
We saw this earlier in the season. I can't remember what game it was where the Ravens were using a diamond, and after about a quarter or two, they switched. Maybe we'll see that again today. Peter Morgan, his shot saved deftly.
The assist number 17, Matt Stewart. And number 19.
Game started on a 4-1 run for Vancouver. It's been 4-1 Washington since. As a result, 5-5. Josh Sims with a shot. Maetche the save. Loose ball in front of Dwight Maetche. Picked up by no one so far. They're still battling for it. All sorts of hitting going on. And it'll be red ball. Washington retains possession.
Let him go. Let him go.
Five, 10.5 minutes left in the second quarter, the first half. Again, another delay here. Again, we're not sure what's happening. Cantabine for the Power as play continues. This is Wills. Wills tried to dump it off, couldn't do it. We'll see if Kip Folks can pick it up. He does. 15 seconds left on the shot clock. Folks with that nice shot of his, saved by Maetche. Dwight's aware of that cannon that Folks has now. He was way out to stop that shot. In front now, 17, Matt Shear. To Jenner. Jenner's pass. Folks couldn't grab it. Still a loose ball picked up by Rob Williams of the Ravens.
There's a lot of hard hitting out there. You could hear the sticks hit the equipment from up here.
The defense by both these teams has been excellent. Here come the Ravens. Shot and a save by Dalep. Shot by Stewartson. Picked up by Peter Morgan. Peter Morgan on the right side. To Stewartson. Making moves. Being checked effectively. The corner for Bone. In front of Morgan. His shot, and Dalep makes another save. Again with that left arm of his. Now it's Bowen. Pardon me. That's Stevenson. His shot. No go on that one. Here come the Power. This is Brian Reese. Brian Reese makes a mean peanut butter cup on the right side. Effective job of defense there by the veteran Tyson Lies. Moving up the floor. That was Paul Gait he was tossing around. Darren Rising in front. Shot by Hamilton. Stopped by Dalep. His Victoria Shamrock teammate. Got another Washington Power player down. This is Brian Reese. The score is 5-all. Power and the Ravens on Molson Export National Lacrosse.
Excuse me, ma'am. You can't be up there. Can you come down, please?
The new Mohegan Sun. Come play.
From coast to coast, there's a new way to keep up with breaking news. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. CNN Headline News on XM Satellite Radio. With CNN Headline News plus 99 other channels of news, sports, and music, your commute will never sound the same again. Beyond AM, beyond FM, XM Satellite Radio. Starting as low as $300 at an electronics store near you.
Time now to get interactive with one of the stars of the National Lacrosse League and our Motorola Ask the Pro feature, brought to you by Motorola. Intelligence everywhere. And I'm taking it that Gary here is Gary Gait. Here's the question. Lacrosse participation is on the rise in Canada. It's mostly box for minors, but a lot of field lacrosse for high schools. Which game do you feel has the biggest impact on the other?
Thanks, Barry, for the question. To me, it seems obvious that the box lacrosse is really having more effect on the game of lacrosse and on the field players because they're starting at such a young age, and it's great to see the growth in that area. Young kids are growing up watching the teams play, Vancouver, Toronto, and it's just great to see them participate in youth lacrosse, and that's just going to make the game grow and become much bigger.
Our thanks to Gary Gait, and boy, this is turning into a very rough game. Ugly at times as Darren Reisig was taking a few shots in the corner from number 43, Hugh Donovan, and that may be payback for what Reisig did to Fred Jenner.
Yes.
A shot to the throat. Let's take a look at it here. Reisig with the chance on the semi-breakaway.
Late hit, and I guess he gives him a little, oh, there's a little bit of slash there, a bit of a punishment.
We haven't seen much of Hugh Donovan in this game. The guy's obviously an enforcer and sent out there for a specific purpose.
We call him Huge Donovan, 6'5", 225 pounds.
They call him Huge Donovan. They also call him Mellow Yellow. 5-5, 8.5 minutes left.
They're both going to the box
in the first half.
We're going to play some 4-on-4. Wide open lacrosse. Gates love this.
Here comes Gary Gait working against Lies, dumps it off for Paul Gait. Paul Gait to Halliday. His shot saved by Dwight Maetche. And here's a breakaway for Matt Duane. Matt Duane right in on goal. Matt Duane fakes, shoots, scores! 6-5 Vancouver. Defense got them that goal, Shannon.
Absolutely right. It was actually Dwight Maetche makes a big save. The defense double teams up on the Gates, giving an opening there, but the rebound right up the floor. And this is their 6th breakaway they have, the first time they've scored. Finally, they've made Washington pay for letting that fast break get up there. And Matt Duane, we talked about him last game. He's a defensive player, and he's got 8 goals. He can run.
I'm going to make a prediction here, Shanny. We're going to see a fight before the end of the first half. A little shot there by Brian Reese on Matt Duane. There have been a lot of little shots, a lot of big shots so far in this game. I don't think these two teams like each other so far.
No, but the only thing that might prevent them, there's another guy hurt.
And it's a third power player hurt. This is John Gallant now. As Reese goes to complain to Rick Lum.
We're watching a scrum, okay? He's got his wind knocked out of it.
As Rick Lum mentioned, we think it's Gallant having the wind knocked out of him. Doesn't look like it's serious. Molson Export National Lacrosse is brought to you in part by Speedy Auto Service. At Speedy, you're a somebody. By Doritos, the loudest crunch. And by Motorola, intelligence everywhere. Let's see how Mr. Gallant got hurt here.
Yeah, it looks like Stewartson actually got checked from behind by Brian Reese into Gallant. So, although I don't think it was serious, I think it was just the wind knocked out of him.
This has been a very physical, often chippy first half.
Now, the only thing you were talking about a fight, both teams got to be careful about taking the first penalty.
Yeah,
If you're going to get in a fight, you better make sure the other guy is going to fight you, because you can't afford to go to the penalty box alone against either of these teams.
Pick it up, let's go.
And in fact, we don't see too many fights in this league, and I think a lot of it is just because the teams are so close. Every game is like a playoff game.
So you're saying my prediction will not come true?
I predict it won't come true in the first half.
Kreskin, I'm not. Change of possession on the interference call, and Murray will pick it up for the Ravens. Ryan Murray being checked by Folks. Murray speeding his way to the other end of the floor. Stevenson. Chris Gill. Back to Stevenson. His shot. Leaf gets a piece of it. New shot clock, ball in the corner. It's loose. Gill fighting in there with Pratt for the Ravens, but it'll be Washington ball. Cantabine for the Power. Trail 6-5 with 7 minutes left in this first half, second quarter. To Del Halliday. Del Halliday on the left side. Nice to use that shot of his. Didn't have enough room there. Here comes Paul Gait. Paul Gait trying to muscle his way in. Checked effectively. Matt Twain almost had a second breakaway. This is Gary Gait for the Power. Gary Gait muscling in against Catton. Gary Gait checked by Catton. Good job. Good D by the Vancouver defense. End of the shot clock. The Vancouver Ravens stymieing the great Gait Brothers on that occasion.
That was a nice stick check by Catton. We saw Tyson Elias do it a little bit earlier. It's not too often you see those guys get stripped from the stick check.
Grant Hamilton moves in. Shot stopped by Dalep. Ball goes in the crowd. It'll be Vancouver ball.
Actually, it's going to be Washington ball. I think it must have gone off a Washington player here.
I'm sorry, it is I'm wrong. I was wrong on the fight thing, although that still might come true. Moving in is Ryan Connor for the Ravens. Ryan Connor has a nice little sub shot to Morgan in front, stopped by Dalep. Chris Gill crunched in behind the net, and it's picked up by Dalep. 6-5, Ravens lead, 6 minutes left, second quarter. Here at the garage, big crowd at GM Place to see the great Gait Brothers, who so far have been effectively checked, kept in check by the Vancouver Ravens.
Has so far held to 3 assists. That's a good job on those guys.
Here comes Wills. Wills moves in. Weak shot. Handled by Dwight Maetche, who was thinking about the breakaway pass. Instead goes to Darren Reisig, who has room himself. His shot stopped by Dalep. Nice save. You can hear that one in Surrey. Now here comes Maetche. Maetche, his shot goes off the body. Dwight Maetche will pick it up.
Oh, these goalies are moving the ball up quickly.
Maetche to Tyson Elias. Tyson Elias has room. Fake shoots. His shot high and wide, and Tyson paid the price for that one. He continues to pay the price. Ravens continue to have the ball. They lead 6-5. Matt Twain for the home team. Matt Twain, sub shot, stopped by Dalep. Loose ball in front. Jeff Dalep almost had another fishy one go by him. This is Kip Folks on the left side for the Washington Power. Changing hands. Gets it to Del Halliday. Del Halliday to Gait, as in Paul. Sims' pass went astray, and here comes Maetche again with the long pass.
Oh, here comes
Maetche wasn't ready for it. Loose ball still. Boy, he heard footsteps. Did Kevin Hansen? I don't blame him. Hansen stays with it, tries to hockey it past the lead. Can't do it. It'll be Vancouver ball on the interference. It's a 6-5 lacrosse game here at GM Place. You're watching Pulse and Export National Lacrosse Live on Rogers Sportsnet.
In the middle of the night, when uncertainty overcomes you and torment robs you of rest, there is some place you can turn, where there are other people just like you, and know that you are not alone when you ask, do I have a problem if I lay up on a short par 5?
do that.
By nature to create the perfect balance. But today the Earth is warming, and nature's not doing it. Fortunately, all of us know someone who has the power to do something.
Thank you very much. Welcome back to GM Play. 6-5 your score, and we're just trying to get a hold of Gary Gait here, who's gone in for a little bit of a huddle. He has 2 assists in this game, and Gary, I guess the first question for you would be your thoughts on this game. Very tight and almost chippy at times, this match.
Oh, it's going to be a hard-fought game. We just got to pick it up a little on the offensive end, you know, not give up the fast breaks. It looks like our offensive guys need to get back a little more, and we'll be all right.
What's it like playing here, though, in front of friends and family in this building?
Oh, it's great. You know, we just got to pick up our game a little and hopefully show our friends and family what it's all about, how to finish the game.
Great. Thank you very much. Best of luck. That's it from the Molson X bench report. Let's go back upstairs to Don and Brian.
Our intrepid reporter, Craig McEwen, chasing down Gary Gait, getting the interview. Give that kid a bonus. Gill in front. Shot by Ryan O'Connor, went off a leg. Ball picked up by Peter Morgan, who's having a tough time down there with 2 Washington defenders. Gill to O'Connor. Down low for Morgan, no go. And Deb Dalep has the ball for Washington. On the left side for Kip Folks. Said it before, we said it again. Watch out for this kid's shot. Now here's Horsey for the Washingtonians. Down to Gait. That was ball to Gary Gait. Gary Gait. Trying to muscle in. Gary Gait. Shot. Somehow he got it away. Stopped by Maetche. Raven trying to pick up a loose ball. Stewartson in there doing a good job. Stewartson staying with the ball. Gets it. Now this would be Murray. He's got to watch out. Watch out. This Washington player was coming right at him with his back turned.
He turned around just
in time. Chris Pratt being checked by 3 Washington players. Gets it to Stevenson, and he's stopped by the right arm of Deb Dalep. This is Horsey. Bobby Horsey. On the left side for Washington as they make changes. 6-5, Ravens lead, 3 minutes left in this aggressive first half. Shear for the power to Wills. Wills looking for some room, moving in, his shot. Tricky little shot there. Maetche equal to the task. Gets it to Tyson Lyons. Up to Matt Duane. Matt Duane for the Ravens. Pulls up, decides to let his team set up the offense. Hansen now. Hansen. Evan Hansen shot and a save by Dalep. We've got another injured player, this time Hansen, who I think took a stick to the face on his follow-through. Ball down low for Gait. Gary Gait moves in. Whoa. Dwight Maetche with a marvelous save. Gait with a one-handed shot goes wide. Washington with some pressure. This is Paul Gait. Paul Gait moving in front. Oh my God, what a save by an acrobatic Dwight Maetche. How'd he do that? He looked like Olga Corbett there. It stays 6-5. What a save by Dwight Maetche.
That was absolutely amazing.
At the other end now, Morgan on the right side. Morgan working off the pick. We've got an interference call, and it'll be Washington ball.
Interference.
Can't get over that save by Dwight Maetche. I think I said what a save 4 times.
Matt Shear had the whole empty net on Dwight Maetche. I don't know how he recovered on that.
Matt Shear again, moving in. Matt Shear, backhand shot goes wide. Matt Duane gets it to Dwight Maetche. Boy, the Ravens are working the fast break well so far in this contest. Why they lead, one of the reasons why they lead 6-5. They make changes. This is Grant Hamilton. Grant Hamilton to Jamie Bowen. Jamie Bowen, sub shot. Dalep makes the save. It squeaked between his legs, but didn't have enough mustard on it to get by him, get across the goal line. Donovan now for Washington. Donovan being checked in front. Oh, boy, I tell you, Fred Jenner had a chance for a shot there. Instead, he passed the ball off. Here's Jenner again. The shot clock winds down. About 10 seconds left. Gets it to Sims. To Folks. Folks shot. Oh, it squeaked by Maetche just wide of the post. Dwight Maetche with the ball in the crease. As the chippy play continues. Matt Duane, final minute of the second quarter, first half. Matt Duane with the ball on the right side for the Vancouver Rays. Matt Duane in front. Gill scores! What a goal by Chris Gill. I didn't think he had enough room there.
Again, I think Gill's only had a couple of shots on net. He's got 2 goals. This another goal scorer's goal. He wasn't able to follow through on his shot.
Yeah. Scored it in a phone booth.
And watch, he's on the wrong side of the floor as he catches it. He's not able to follow through. It's just wrist. He shoots with his wrist and he puts it in. It looks like he's even surprised at it. Watch here. No follow through, just puts it in.
Caught dead, Dalep leaning the wrong way. Again, a goal scorer's goal by Chris Gill. You got to have talent to come up with that sort of thing.
A big goal with less than a minute to go in the half.
That, if I'm not mistaken, is Chris Gill's 19th of the season, second of the day, and the Ravens lead by a score of 7-5.
And I think Vancouver called the timeout there.
We got to see this Dwight Maetche save again.
Oh, yeah, this is amazing. You're going to see both Gates on the floor here with Maetche here.
Maybe we're not going to see it. Yes, we are going to see it. But the Gates were all over the Ravens
now
at this
watch
point.
Just the fact that he caught this one here and gets the shot away. Nice save there.
That was nice enough.
Tries a one-handed, misses. His brother's going to pick up the ball. This is Paul. He catches Maetche here. Now look at, he's down, empty net.
What a save. Wow.
Let's just watch this last. Look at how much net he has here. Holy cow.
You see, Dwight does yoga, and I think that hot yoga
That's
he does,
a yoga move.
I think that paid off for him there. I don't know what you call that move. Whatever you call it, it worked. Got to mention that right after the game, it's Hockey Central presented by Boston Pizza. You got Chris Simpson feature on Bill Barber. What a year he's had. His wife passing away and continuing on as head coach of the Philadelphia Flyers. That's immediately following today's game between the Ravens and the Power. And right after that, it'll be Sports Central Early Edition with Mr. Mark McAllister. Half a minute left here at GM Place in the first half. Peter Morgan, as the Ravens look for one more opportunity. Stevenson in front for Peter Morgan. His shot stopped by Dalep. Pratt with a little reverse backhand. No go. Chris Gill now. His shot, pass rather, to Pratt and stopped by Dalep again. 7 seconds left in the first half.
Now you can bet Washington will call their timeout and pull their goalie here.
Yeah. And you know the Gates will be on. So far, Paul and Gary Gait without a goal in this contest.
But as we said before, you know, there's still half a game. Those guys are capable of scoring 4 or 5 goals in a couple of minutes. You never congratulate yourself on a job done on them until the game is over.
Yeah, because, you know, even during that interview with Craig McEwen, you could tell that Gary Gait wasn't happy.
No, not at all.
And when they get mad, that's not a good thing for the opposition.
And I was a little bit surprised there. Vancouver actually had 3 good scoring chances on that sequence. I thought they were just going to play safe and eat up the clock for 1 shot. Here you're going to have a look at the opportunities here. There's a good opportunity by Peter Morgan. A great effort getting the ball back by Pratt.
One chance at the end for the Washington Power. Didn't work. So the score remains 7-5 for the Vancouver Ravens over the Washington Power after 1 half of play here at the Garage in downtown Vancouver. The second quarter was brought to you by Wendy's Late Night Pickup Window, where you can eat great, even late. Let's go down to Craig McEwen.
Thank you very much, Don. The coach of the Washington Power, Darius Kilger, joining me. And your thoughts, first of all, on this first half?
It's going pretty much the way we expected. You know, they're a transition team. I think we're playing pretty well 5-on-5. But the big thing is we got to score on our opportunities. We had a couple of chances there that Maetche made a nice save on, and they turned it right into a fast breakdown to our end. If we're not going to score on opportunities, it's going to be a very hard game to win.
It's been your type of game, though. As a player, you like these kind of physical, tough scoring, low scoring. A tough game. What do you have to do to improve in the second half?
Like I said, we basically have to score on opportunities. You know, holding them to 7 goals and a half, that's not too bad. I think Devo's playing very good. I just think, and it's been a problem all season, is our shooting isn't up to what we want it right now.
What about the Gait Brothers coming here? That are special for them?
Oh yeah, you know, Paulie's last time here playing in front of the hometown, so you know, I know he's really looking to get a win and create some stuff. And Gary, you know, Gary comes out and works hard every shift. That's why he's one of the best players ever. So, you know, we're happy to have him on our side. We just have to get him in better situations where they can get some shots off.
Thank you very much. Best of luck in the second half. Your score here after 2 quarters, 7-5 for the Ravens. The Mountain Dew halftime report is coming up. Please do stick around.
Closed captioning for selected programs provided by Garlic, cholesterol's natural enemy.
Cholesterol concerns me, so this got my attention. Garlic has been clinically shown to help maintain normal cholesterol, and Garlic is a world leader in garlic potency. Garlic, cholesterol's natural enemy.
This is some people's idea of a home security system. This is ADT, a high-tech monitoring system. This can help keep you company, but this can help keep you safe. From burglary, fire, flood, even carbon monoxide. With just the push of a button, ADT blankets your home with an invisible wall of protection. Call this number or an ADT authorized dealer and get installation from just $99, plus up to 20% off your basic homeowner's insurance. It's no surprise more Americans choose ADT than any other security company, because while he may be cute, he can't call the police or the fire department. But ADT can, even if you're not at home. Call this number or an ADT authorized dealer and get installation from just $99, plus up to 20% off your basic homeowner's insurance. ADT, always there.
Eastern on CNN tonight.
Welcome back to CNN Sports Illustrated. I'm Jeff Fischel. Michael Jordan told the people of Chicago that the Bears playoff game was more important, but you cannot rationalize when it comes to people's passions. It's no mystery what Jordan means to the city. 6 NBA titles doesn't come close to telling the story.
And forward from North Carolina, 6'6", Michael Jordan.
Jordan returns to Chicago with the Washington Wizards. First quarter, Jordan buries the jumper over Kevin Ollie. Ollie Oxenfree. Wizards up 35-27. At the half, that's right, an ugly first half. Jordan catches the alley-oop. 55-38 after 3. The Bulls with just 38 points after 3 quarters. Hubert Davis to another Tar Heel. Jordan finishes with 16 points. 77-69 the final. The Bulls just 22 of 89 from the field, 24%. Only a 31-point fourth quarter completely saved them from total embarrassment. Just horrible. Meanwhile, the Lakers, without Shaquille O'Neal, defeat the Spurs 98-81 in a rematch of last year's Western Conference Championship. The Lakers, their final game without Shaq. He's finished now, serving a 3-game suspension. Kobe Bryant comes through with 28 points. College hoops. Derek Jeter taking in Florida and Georgia. Great SEC battle. Gators down 1 in the second half. It's Matt Bonner burying the 3. Florida up 62-60 on Jim Herrick's Bulldogs. But here comes Jarvis Hayes off the screen for the jumper. He had 23. Then Hayes passes to Fred Gibson, who's accustomed to being on the receiving end. The wide receiver slash forward buries it, and Georgia wins 84-79. The Bulldogs now with wins on the road in both Gainesville and against Kentucky. What a start to the SEC for Jim Herrick's Gators, despite losing 2 players who have been accused on a rape charge. We're coming back with the National Lacrosse League. Keep it here on CNN Sports Illustrated.
Welcome back to GM Place, everybody. We're the Vancouver Ravens leading the Washington Power 7-5 at the half. The Mountain Dew halftime report is brought to you by Mountain Dew. Do the do. Man of the day here at GM Place is Paul Gait, playing his final game in BC. There he is, setting up Shear for a goal that put the, I believe it was made it 5-3 at that point. Put the Power to within 2 goals. When you look at Paul Gait from Victoria, of course, he is the Vice President of Lacrosse for De Beer Lacrosse, of course, Shanny, a lacrosse equipment manufacturer.
That's right, and he designs all the sticks for them. They say that he is a genius when it comes to designing equipment.
7-time first-team All-Pro in the National Lacrosse League. Needless to say, Paul Gait, one of the greatest lacrosse players of all time. Here at halftime, our score is Vancouver 7, Washington 5. Now it's time for our Hot Jobs CA player profile, brought to you by hotjobs.ca. Log on today and take control of your destiny. Let's go downstairs to Craig McEwen.
Thank you very much, Donnie. Paul Gait joins us now. And Paul, first of all, your impressions of this first half, and is it tougher than you might have thought?
Well, it's starting to feel a lot like the WLA out there. It's a lot of grappling, a lot of holding. You know, something they're trying to eliminate in this league, but they want to keep the score down. I guess that we have to work harder and try and fight through it.
One of the knocks on maybe lacrosse and the WLA is the fact that maybe they don't protect their stars enough, and maybe yourself, and you might be playing a few more years if you weren't so banged up because you were grabbed and pulled all those years.
Well, I don't know about that. I certainly would have played a few more years in the WLA, but you know, this is a fun league, and it's not quite as bad as the WLA, but you know, defensive battle out there tonight.
We'll get into specifics in a second, but first of all, your thoughts. It's halfway through. What is your final box lacrosse professional game here in Vancouver? Your thoughts on that?
Well, I guess I just need to step it up a notch and come out and play like I have over the last 12 years and hopefully, you know, show something to these native fans.
A little chippy out there, but what, from your point of view, the Power, what do you have to do to get the lead back and to win this one and get a victory here?
Well, we just have to work harder. I mean, the bottom line is hustle and determination to get to the net, and, you know, we just need to be a little more determined.
Thank you very much, Paul. Best of luck in the second half. The Mountain Dew halftime report continues here from GM Place. Pat Coyle will be along with me. That and more, so please do stay tuned.
Too many high-interest monthly payments? Why not pay them off with a second mortgage with a no closing cost option from Ditech.com? Apply online now or call us at 1-800-71-FIXED. And there is no equity required. Ditech Second Mortgage with a no closing cost option can help you to consolidate your high-interest debts into one low monthly payment. It's smart money from Ditech.com. Apply online now or call us at 1-800-71-FIXED.
We want to be challenging. We want to be risk takers. Not risk takers with the journalism, but risk taking in how we present it. Give me a really different and interesting way to tell the story. Who's the character of the story? Who connects the story to the viewer's life? It's not enough to have a great story. We can all come up with great stories. We have to be great storytellers.
The toughest full-contact event in sports is back as the Ultimate Fighting Championship presents UFC Throwdown. 2 belts are on the line as Jens Pulver takes on BJ Penn and Dave Manet battles Murilo Bustamante. Plus, a full night of action in the Octagon. Let's go! UFC Throwdown on Direct Ticket.
Alert! You have reached the end of the internet. You have seen everything there is to see. Please go back. Now.
Experience the joy of DirecTV DSL. Call now and pay only $39.99 per month for your first 6 months. Call 1-877-4DSL-JOY now.
I thought you were surfing the internet.
Yeah, I finished it.
It's 6 p.m. Do you know where your CEO is? Chances are they're talking to Lou. Lou Dobbs Money Line, 6 Eastern on CNN.
We're at the half in downtown Vancouver. Our score is the Ravens 7, the Washington Power 5. Time now. Let's go back to the first half for our Canon Power Shot of the half, brought to you by Canon, leaders in digital photography. Astonish yourself. We're going to look here at the man who impressed us with his big shot, Kip Folks of the Washington Power, making it 1-1 early in the first period. The guy has got a monster shot.
A couple seconds left in the shot clock. He put that one away.
We've got ourselves a 7-5 game here at GM Place. Ravens leading the Power.
Where did they get the game of lacrosse?
Grandson, the game of lacrosse came from the Thunder people.
Put your opponent out of commission with the Mission 2000.
A hurricane blew through Pasadena. Now, Sports Illustrated honors the undefeated Miami Hurricanes with 3 great gifts. It's a fantastic national championship package, free with your paid subscription. Start out with this special Sports Illustrated hardbound collector's issue. It's a celebration of Miami football, a great way to honor the Hurricanes' spectacular season. It's gold-lettered and individually numbered, a cherished keepsake you'll treasure forever. Call now and you'll also get this collectible football designed exclusively for Sports Illustrated in celebration of Miami's 5th national championship. Both are free when you order 55 issues of Sports Illustrated for only $1.59 an issue. Save 50% off the cover price. When you use your credit card, you'll also get another great gift available only from Sports Illustrated. This Miami National Championship hat, free. Celebrate the #1 team in the nation with 3 great gifts from Sports Illustrated. Get into it.
Life is full of difficult questions. Is my portfolio diversified? What should I know about the global economy? Will I be able to afford my children's education? Then there are the really important questions that require expert advice. Questions whose answers will have an immediate impact. Questions like, should I get steel or graphite shafts?
The Mountain Dew Halftime Report is brought to you by Mountain Dew. Do the do. Time now to look at our Molson Export first half stats. What sticks out here for you, Shanny?
Pretty even, just the shots on goal, 34-27, especially knowing that they had 6 or 7 breakaways out of those 34 shots. But otherwise, it's been pretty even.
And we both know, or we all know, every lacrosse fan knows that both power plays are effective coming into this one. And look at that stat, 2 for 2 for both of them.
And that'll keep everybody honest out there.
You know what? I guess from a Vancouver point of view, I don't know if the fans want to see this, but they've done a great job of containing the Gates. But, man, I'm telling you, you can expect more of this sort of thing in the second half.
Well, I've seen many games where they've been quiet for a while, and they always seem to bust loose sooner or later.
And nothing against the Vancouver defense, but given the Gates' past history, we expect them to bust out in the second half.
Well, Vancouver will do everything they can to stop them from doing this, and they've been all over. You got to hand it to the defense. They've done a great job. There they are live, and both of them are expecting more from themselves, and it was interesting to see how early they came back on the floor, the Washington team. So look at all the cities they've played for.
Looks like the lacrosse equivalent of Brent Ashton, moving around. And this doesn't include, of course, all the teams they played for in the summer.
Yeah,
Six Nations and Victoria, the North Shore. The list goes on and on. They're a well-traveled duo. And you know why that is? Because people want them, and they're willing to pay for them.
Yeah, and you said you don't like comparing them to hockey players, but I still like to compare them to Mario Lemieux. If Mario Lemieux had a twin, these guys are big, overpowering, very skilled. As opposed to John Tavares, who I like to compare to Wayne Gretzky. He's more of a playmaker.
And like Mario Lemieux, Paul Gait has a bad back or back problems. It's one of the reasons he's retiring from this game.
And I guess like Mario Lemieux, he was complaining about the clutching and the grabbing at halftime.
You talk to Paul Gait calls the WLA the WWF. And with good reason. You watch when the Gates play, they get mauled, and usually nothing gets called. It's a little different in the NLL. Here's a shot off the post. As we start our second half, 7-5, Ravens leading. Here comes Matt Duane for the Vancouver team. Matt Duane, 3-on-1, keeps, shoots. Ball goes off of Paul Gait. Paul Gait with a rare shot block.
Shot block with his back. But this is what Coach Darius Kilgore was talking about. I think it was Del Halliday got that shot away. Nice shot, but just bad luck. Off the pipe, right back up to the floor, 3-on-1. And Washington was lucky there not to have a goal scorer on them, but you know, you see how quickly it goes from one end to the other.
Brian O'Connor for the Ravens. Pick and roll with Stevenson. Bounce shot. Save. Delete. Power on the attack now. Ball goes astray. Gary Gait missing the pass. Loose ball in the corner. Big battle for it. Kevin Stewartson comes away with it for the Ravens. Pulls up. Ravens make changes. This is Chris Pratt. Chris Pratt for Vancouver. Looking for his shot. It's not there. Passes to Chris Gill. Chris Gill moves in. His shot stopped by Dalep. Washington ball. What if Chris Pratt feels some pressure these days with the way Kyle Gownder is playing in Calgary?
Oh, he's playing great, but people must really think highly of Chris Pratt, because everyone I've talked to out west here still thinks that was a great trade for Vancouver. I'm impressed with both guys, actually.
Here's Wills in front. His pass picked up there by Jenner. No go on the shot. Here come the Ravens. This is Williams, legging his way down the floor on the left side. In front, his pass is broken up there by Shear. They got some interference. I should say so, as Hamilton went flying into the boards. It'll be Vancouver ball. The call made by the official Rick Lump.
Yeah, here you're going to see a little bit dangerous near the boards.
Wow. They need those stop signs on the back of their jerseys. Peter Morgan for Vancouver. Little roll move, moves in, his shot. Dalep gets a shin pad on it. Here comes the power. 7-5, they trail. 12:48 remaining in this third quarter. Paul Gait for the power. Held without a goal so far. Same with his brother Gary. Being double teamed. Paul Gait trying to shake off the double team. Can't do it. Good job by Rich Cadden. Here come the Ravens. Tyson Lyons with a chance for a breakaway. Has he got the speed? Shot saved by Dalep. Rebound. Tyson Lyons couldn't control it. And here come the power. Ball goes down. Paul Gait picks it up. Trying to fight off two Ravens. Can't do it again. He loses the ball. And here comes Murray for Vancouver, as Vancouver continues to do an effective job of keeping the Gates under control. Kevin Hansen for Vancouver. Trying to work something with Pratt. They'll go. Ball goes to Dev Dalep. Power goes on the attack.
Vancouver's been very effective at double teaming the Gait brothers without getting caught on the other end of the floor. And I think what the guys are doing on the other end is making sure not to spread out too much, because they're sending two guys over to get Paul or Gary. That could potentially leave somebody open, but they're not getting caught.
Will's pass goes astray, picked up by Dwight Maetche. The Ravens go on the attack. This is Hansen on the left side. Ravens leading 7-5, 11:22 left in the third quarter. Peter Morgan, pass from Chris Gill. Being checked by Fultz. Morgan dishes to O'Connor. O'Connor to Bowen. Back to Morgan. A little roll move. Still being checked by Fultz. Morgan bounce shot. Stopped by Dalep. We got some more interference by Washington. It'll be Vancouver ball again. A new shot clock. Boy, there's some chippiness going on in this game.
This has been one of the most aggressive games I've seen from both defenses.
In front of the net, Gallant is just hacking away at a Raven. O'Connor.
Got 11 and 14.
Yeah.
For the rough.
And no surprise there. They're both going off now. No surprise. The third quarter is brought to you by Dodge. Grab life by the horns. We mentioned what was happening in front of the net, Channing.
Yeah, just a little bit of extra nastiness, and I think the referee just thought he'd send him away, try to settle it down a bit, get a handle on this. But 4-on-4 lacrosse, it's great for the offense. A lot tougher to play defense. It's a lot more floor, a lot more spread out.
All my prediction of there being a fight before the end of the first half did not come true. And I think it's up to the referees, Rick Lum and company, to keep this game under control, because certainly this game has that feel.
Well, and I think the only thing that's going to get it out of control is if one team pulls away, and I don't think that's going to happen today.
Ravens leading 7-5. The Gates have yet to score a goal in this game. 10:50 left in the third quarter. Chris Pratt for the Ravens. We have another delay here.
Yeah.
24!
Oh, the resetting, the shot clock wasn't set right.
It's at 23 right
24 seconds.
They'll just wait a second, then start it from 23. There you go. Matt Duane for Vancouver. Matt Duane to Bowen. Vancouver's pulled its goalie. Matt Duane's shot stopped by Dalep.
They keep him out here for the extra man. They got a power play.
5-on-4. Dwight Maetche out of the bench.
Dangerous play with an empty net.
See if the strategy pays off.
There's no delayed penalty.
There's Jamie Bowen at the crease in front for Chris Gill, who took a shot to the legs. Stays down for a bit, but gets back up. Dwight Maetche back in his goal. Here comes Reese. Reese for Washington. Has room. Reese in front. Pass goes to the wrong side of Matt Shear. Matt Shear stays with it. In front. He's tackled. No penalty on the play.
And what?
There
is a penalty on the play.
There is.
Here comes
the referee behind the play called the penalty. The referee was right there. Did shot. Saved by Dwight Maetche. Loose ball in front.
Look at the
now
corner.
He's got a fight. Who is it, Shanny? Can't see the numbers down there. We got Bruce Murray, I believe, for the Ravens.
That's turned into a wrestle. You were right. It was a fight.
Doesn't look like much is going to come of this battle. The Ravens over the Power, 7-5. You're watching the NLL on Sportsnet.
How would you like to be part of this year's NLL championship game? You can by competing in this year's Scoop and Shoot contest.
It's easy. You just scoop.
And shoot.
For boys and girls. 86-14.
Every entrant gets an official t-shirt, a game ticket, and an official ball.
For dates and more details, look on the official website or call the league office.
It's awesome.
The new Mohegan Sun. Come play.
Welcome back, everybody. 7-5 Ravens leading the Power here. And Pat Coyle, BC resident, member of the Toronto Rock, joins me. And Pat, your impressions, first of all, what's been a very hard-fought, almost chippy game?
Yeah, I think it's a great game. Vancouver defense is doing awesome. They're double and triple teaming the Gates. And, you know, you can see them dropping passes because they're afraid, you know, the slide's coming. So they're really aware, I think, that they're going to get hit.
What do you think the Gates can maybe do to kind of counteract that?
Well, they got to recognize the double and the triple and know that there's someone open somewhere else. So, I mean, maybe pop out a bit and look for that open guy.
Thank you very much, Pat. Maybe we'll hook up with you later on in the game. That's it from the Molson X Bench Report. Let's go upstairs now.
A cavalcade of, thank you, C-Mac, by the way, a cavalcade of penalties.
I think we
for
may
both
be
the
getting a
Ravens
penalty
and the
shot
Power.
here, Donnie.
Now, why would this be? You got your rule book out.
Yeah, I've got my rule book out, but I won't find it. I think it's because Vancouver, they got so many penalties. Once you can't be have more than three guys. You have to have at least three guys on the floor.
Well, now the Ravens are very upset at referee Rick Lum.
We're looking this up in the rule book here, but Ravens aren't happy about it.
Sportsnet researchers are on it. Gary Gait on the penalty shot versus Dwight Maetche. shoots wide. Good job by Dwight Maetche of not committing himself.
Maetche didn't bite. You're right. He didn't commit, and Gary came across, and nothing opened up. And I'm sure Maetche has seen Gary many times, but that doesn't help too many goalies. Here you go. Fake, fake, fake. He just stuck with him. And granted, Gary missed. Maybe he did have the room on that shot, but he missed on it.
Well, who would have guessed this? Paul and Gary Gait so far with 0 goals. One of the reasons why the Ravens are leading the Power 7-5 early in this third quarter. 9:51 left. A lot of delays in this game. Channing.
Now, given the choice, now I'm sure Vancouver's happy to have given up a penalty shot there rather than send the guy to the penalty box for 2 minutes. Here's the fight. Murray and Brian Reese. And it looks like Murray wants to go. I'm not sure if Reese is so sure.
Back to the action as Gary Gait's pass goes off the helmet. Deb Dalep has to hurry here. Makes a nice little move to get away from Isaac.
Good footwork.
Halliday now to Gait. Shot, goal. There's the first goal for the Gaits, and it's Paul doing the honors. 7-6.
Well, you know, sooner or later they're going to get in there.
Good job by
Great
Deb Dalep.
job by Deb Dalep. And it actually starts with Dalep, but it pulls Reisig out of the play. He thought he was going to get a scoring opportunity. Now we have a 4-on-3. And Paul is going to get to finish it off.
Dalep to Halliday to Gait. Heavy Victoria feel to that goal.
There you go. You're going to see a nice little move.
And so it's 7-6 at GM Place. Washington within 1 as the Gaits finally break their personal goose egg. Chris Pratt for the Ravens on the left side. To Peter Morgan. Peter Morgan on his 4-on-4. His shot is stopped by Dalep. Horsey for Washington. Gets it to Josh Sims. Josh Sims to Paul Gait. Paul Gait, our most recent goal scorer in this contest. Paul Gait trying to muscle his way in again. He loses the ball. Gary gets it though, and his little backhand shot goes wide. Another shot goes wide. Now, some room for Stewartson. Kevin Stewartson racing down the floor, pulls up. Little fake, still has the ball. Stewartson can't get by his defender. He flips off to Reisig. Reisig to Bowen. Bowen will be double teamed there, so he dished off, rolled the ball to Peter Morgan. Peter Morgan now to Chris Pratt. Chris Pratt trying to work the pick, nothing doing. Still moving in, Chris Pratt. Little backhand pass to Gill, and his shot went wide. Just as the shot clock expired, it'll be Washington ball. Chris Gill looking for the hat trick. 7-6 to score. Vancouver leads. Here's with a shot and a goal. Jeff Wills. All of a sudden it's 7-7. Washington seems to have picked up its game after that penalty shot miss.
Oh, exactly. And this is Wills getting his 2nd goal of the game. Only his 3rd of the season. Nice little shot to give him a bit too much room. Not enough respect on this guy. They got to get out, take. You know, the way they're playing against the Gaits, I think they should be doing the same thing.
Apply that to everybody. Yep.
I found in the rule book here that penalty shot. It says if the team's already 2 men down and assessed an additional penalty to the 3rd player, the non-offending team shall be awarded a penalty shot.
There you go. Vancouver had 3 penalties.
It looks like we're getting more penalties.
Oh, man.
That was from our crack researcher, Keith Cowie, found that for us.
About time Keith did something. As a matter of fact, Keith's going to be joining us later in the year. You're not able to make, I think, the next 2 Vancouver games, if I'm not mistaken, and Keith will be joining us.
Double headers. I'll be doing the East.
I see. Okay. Gallant and O'Connor go out. They had some shenanigans going during the face-off. In front for Horsey. His shot. Maetche says no. And away come the white, black, red, and gold-clad Ravens. Grant Hamilton, the veteran, pulling up, waiting for his team, get things organized. Grant Hamilton to Jamie Bowen on the left side. aggressive defense by both teams. Jamie Bowen trying to roll his way through, can't do it. His pass is stopped. And here comes Brian Reese. No, we've got another penalty behind the player, at least an interference call on number 43, Hugh Donovan against.
And they were lucky there. Yeah. Washington was lucky, Vancouver was lucky because Washington was going up the floor on a 3-on-1.
Look at Donovan talking to Gill. He's trash talking him.
Oh, I'm sure Gill might not have the same size, but Gill could hold his own in any trash talking. He's probably got Donovan steaming right now.
There you go.
Now that's actually
a slew foot there.
That's a bad play on Donovan's part because his team had the ball. He just gave it back to Vancouver. Continue to do it. Let's get a mic on Chris Gill.
It's obvious what Donovan's job is out there, to make life miserable for Vancouver's leading scorer, Chris Gill. Chris has 2 goals tonight, though.
Let's go. Pick it up. Let's go.
7-7 the score, 7.5 minutes left in the third quarter. Chris Pratt for the Ravens. Chris Pratt. To Gill. Gill, boy, he'd like to score with Donovan out there. In front to Pratt, shot! Oh, yeah!
Oh, and look at Gill.
And Gill is giving it to Donovan.
But that was a great play by Chris Gill. He got double teamed. I thought he was going to get crunched, and he just bounces around. That's Kip Folks covering him, but watch the double team. Big Donovan comes, barely gets a piece of him.
He missed him.
And he missed him because Gill rolled off it. He didn't let him get a full piece. And the best players know when they're double teamed and somebody should be open, and Chris Gill found him. Excellent goal. Give a lot of credit to Chris Gill.
Cantabine on the right side for the Washington Power, who now trail by a score of 8-7 with 6:50 left in the third. In front, sub shot goes wide by Shearer. We've got an over and back violation. It'll be Vancouver ball. Nothing feels better when someone's popping off, and you manage to burn them with a goal. Or an assist in Chris's case this time.
And I'm sure Chris is going to let Donovan know
the rest of the game. Peter Morgan on the left side to Stevenson. Stevenson to Gill. Gill had some room and closed up quickly. Chris Gill keeps the ball. Chris Gill against Donovan now. Shakes him off. Here's Bowen. Bowen has to hurry. Shot clock winding down. Bowen in front, has room. Shot. Saved by Dalep. Rebound to Morgan. He shot. Saved by Dalep. Dev Dalep coming up large for the Washington Power.
Whoa!
And Morgan with the interception in front. The goal is askew. I don't know what's happening there, but we got a chance now for number 34, Brian Reese with room. Brian Reese moves in. Brian Reese faking, shooting, and scoring. What a goal by number 34, Brian Reese, after the 2 huge saves by Dev Dalep.
That was unbelievable. MVP moment for Dev Dalep there. Made 2 fantastic saves that enabled Reese to come up the floor.
Let's look at those saves first.
Here you're going to see Jamie Bowen in here. Nice save.
Peter Morgan.
Morgan, that's the second one. And Morgan's going to get the ball again. It's the third one. Then it goes up the floor to Brian Reese, defensive player. Nice shot for his second goal of the season.
Have a little 4-inch by 4-inch hole to put it in, and he found it.
What a turnaround that was. And that managed to quiet the crowd, too. The crowd was getting right into it there. Vancouver was all over them. They're dead quiet now.
Ravens out shooting Washington 43-32 at this point, but Dev Dalep is keeping Washington in this game. More shenanigans during the face-off. This time, no penalties called. Horsey now for Washington in front. His pass can't connect. And away comes Darren Rising. Long pass to Kevin Hansen with room. Hansen pulling up, waiting for his teammates to join him. Back to Matt Duane. Matt Duane being checked by John Gallant. Matt Duane gets away for a second. That wasn't long enough. Ryan O'Connor now likes to shoot. Gives it to Duane. Duane has room. Shot. Whoa. Stopped by Dev Dalep.
Look at Gary Cage way up the floor.
Yep. Scrum In the corner to the left of Dalep.
To a lacrosse game and a rugby game. Rugby game broke out. Holy cow.
Vancouver trying to push it across the line for a try. It's an 8-8 lacrosse game here at GM Place. You're watching Molson Export National Lacrosse on Rogers Sportsnet.
Tired of struggling with hot wax and having to shave every single day? Then stop! Introducing Apple Stop and Spray, the easiest way to hair removal ever. Just spray and wipe away. Apple Stop and Spray is a natural vitamin E and citrus lotion that instantly dissolves the entire hair as it nourishes your skin. Just spray Apple Stop and Spray, then wipe the hair away. Other hair removers are sticky and messy, and they hurt. But Apple Stop and Spray is quick, easy, and pain-free. You'll also get a lifetime supply of Apple Stop Roll-On free. Remove unwanted hair on your upper lip, chin, and neck. That's right, a lifetime supply free. Plus, you'll get this 100% cotton terry robe, an $80 value, free. If you're not completely satisfied, return it, but keep the robe as our gift to you. Apple Stop and Spray, the king size, the travel size, plus Apple Stop Roll-On, and the free robe, all for only $29.95. And ask about our free instructional video.
Call 1-800-613-4488 to order Apple Stop and Spray with your free lifetime supply of Apple Stop Roll-On and free terry robe.
Play.com.
Molson Export National Lacrosse is brought to you in part by Speedy Auto Service. At Speedy, you're somebody. By Doritos, the loudest crunch. And by Motorola, intelligence everywhere. Our next game on Molson Export National Lacrosse on Sportsnet. Ottawa at Montreal. It takes place Friday, January 25th at 7:30 Eastern Time. Also, Rochester, the Nighthawks in Toronto. That's on Saturday, January 26th. The next day, you're going to be a busy man, Shanny. 8-8 at GM Plays, Ravens and the Power. Chris Pratt for the Ravens to Chris Gill, moving in. Gill shot. Didn't stay up. Apparently so. Dalep with another huge save for the visitors. Here comes Washington. Chris Gill with his patented move at the crease. Didn't work that time. Ball Gait on the left side to Sims. Sims runs out of room. To Halliday. To Gary Gait. Gary Gait moves in, dives to get the shot away. Menke with the denial. White Menke now to Stewartson. 64 in your program. Dishes the ball off. Gary Gait with some effective D. Ball still loose though. Ryan O'Connor trying to get it for the Ravens, and he does so. Ryan O'Connor being hounded by Reese. Ryan O'Connor runs into Horsey, still keeps the ball. This is Gill to O'Connor. Shot. Dalep kicks it aside and goes into the crowd. Boy, both goaltenders playing so well, Shanny.
Yes, Dalep, especially this half. He managed to make those 3 big saves. That's a 2-goal turnaround, really.
Here's Pratt. Pratt to Bowen. Bowen in behind the net for Morgan. Back to Bowen. Nothing open there. Jamie hangs on to it. Bowen trying to shoot. Dishes off to Pratt. Pratt loses control of the ball. Time running out of the shot clock for the Ravens. Matt Twain is going to have to get a shot away here. Down low, back. Oh! Ryan O'Connor with the goal of the game. I think Deb Dalep thinks he went in the crease. I don't know about that. Bottom line, Vancouver takes a 1-goal lead.
What a pretty play by Ryan O'Connor. And right, Deb Dalep is looking up at the screen. He wants to see the replay. And I think you'll find that he wasn't in the crease. Only a few seconds left. A long pass.
Oh, beautiful.
He's fine.
Well, 2 great things there. Not only a shot, but tiptoeing the line there.
Oh, exactly. Oh, that is beautiful. That was like an alley-oop in basketball. That pass was just lobbed up. Good time. What a shot. Ryan O'Connor getting his 7th goal.
Hats off to the Ravens for keeping their composure as the shot clock was winding down. We saw Washington do that same sort of thing on one occasion in the first half. This is Cantabine for Washington. Cantabine off the pick. Cantabine with a backhander trying tried to O'Connor it, couldn't. Maetche now on the left side to Stewartson. 9-8, Ravens lead in the goal by Ryan O'Connor. Stewartson still with the ball on the left side, hands it off. Pratt. Down here to Bowen in front for Chris Gill. Can't connect, and it's Washington ball. That's the lead barking out the signals. And here comes Washington. On the right side now for Paul Gait. Again, the Gates, two of them held to just 1 goal so far, with 2 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. Here's Gait moving in. Gait still has the ball, he scores. Oh, now that is a typical Paul Gait goal. Matt Twain is not a small guy. Paul Gait made him look a little small that play.
And that was good defense. You got Darren Rising doing a good job. And you know, not one guy can't cover him. It's the help you need. And you get the help. It's a big hit. And he manages to maintain his balance. Watch when Matt Twain comes. This is where you think he's going down. A smaller guy would have, and he was on his way down.
Well, I shouldn't say that Matt Twain looked small there, because that was a hell of a hit. The Brian Urlacher-like hit. But Paul Gait shakes it off, gets a 2nd goal of the contest. It's 9-9. We have yet to see a goal from Gary Gait. Speaking of Urlacher, it's 6-0 for the Eagles over the Bears. 9-9 the score at GM Place. Kevin Hansen. Chipping is there. Bowen with a shot way wide. Rebound. Loose ball in. Where the heck is it? There it is. And the 4 guys thought they had the ball on that occasion. Josh Sims for Washington. Josh Sims right in.
Oh, good defense.
Checked effectively by Kevin Hansen and Rich Catton, the tandem of Catton and Hansen. Here's Rob Williams.
Keep an eye on that 30 for me.
Checked by Gary Gait. 22's battle. Williams goes off. Vancouver keeps possession of the ball. This is Peter Morgan on the right side. Peter Morgan all the way across for Stevenson. His shot. League got a piece of it. Peter Morgan again. Peter Morgan moves in. His shot. He scores! Peter Morgan with that big reach of his. Makes it 10-9 Ravens. Brian, this is a good lacrosse game.
Oh, sure is. And you're absolutely right. Morgan is using the reach. Doesn't look like he has a great angle on the play. Manages to just squeeze around. Here you're going to see Morgan going to the short side. He doesn't have much of an angle, but that 6'5" guy's got some good reach. Just here you're going to see it again. Last second. Just reach that stick out and change your angle.
Hat trick for Peter Morgan. Also has 2 assists. So far leading everybody in scoring with 5 points. Cantabine in front, backhand shot by Shear, another shot, somehow stays out. Cantabine for the power. White Maetche playing well. Mill's shot goes wide, bounces wide. He'll have to catch up to it. It's an over and back violation on the power. It'll be Vancouver ball. 10-9 on the goal by Morgan, his 3rd of the game. Less than a minute left in quarter 3 at GM Place. Bowen now to Peter Morgan. He had the 3 goals, he had the 5 points. On the right side, on the pick from Stewartson. Peter Morgan still has the ball. Down to Stewartson. Thought about shooting, didn't. Keeps possession of the ball. Stewartson to O'Connor. O'Connor has room. His shot, Dalep says no. Picks up the ball as more rough stuff happens to the right of Dev Dalep. Chris Gill is taking a beating in this game. No call on the play. Brothers.
Cantabine was lucky he got away with one. A late shot on Gill right in front of the referee.
Here's Gary Gait. His shot. Maetche with the save. Came way out on his angle. Williams down to Maetche. Long lead pass to Tyson Elias. Tyson Elias working against Horsey. Elias moving in. Loses control of the ball. Gets it back. Here's Pratt. Shot. Out on his angle was Dalep. And that's the end of quarter number 3. Whacking and hacking going on out there. In the meantime, as we said, a very good lacrosse game. Ravens up by 1. The 3rd quarter was brought to you by Dodge. Grab life by the horns. Peter Morgan with 3 goals and 2 assists. The Ravens lead the Washington Power 10-9.
Look, make a wish.
I wish tonight would never end.
Me too.
Hi there. Can you folks get up now, please? Thank you.
The new Mohegan Sun. Come play.
Now from Proform, the leader in home fitness, you can turn your body into a great body with total body cross training. All it takes is 20 minutes a day, 3 days a week on the Proform Cardio Cross Trainer. Lose weight, tone, and tighten with this club quality fitness machine. The Proform Cardio Cross Trainer's exclusive reflex step flexes to minimize stress and give back energy. So you feel like working out longer, faster, harder. Burn calories without harmful impact to your hips, knees, and ankles. You'll get a focused workout for shapely hips and thighs and beautifully toned, sexy legs. Tone and tighten your arms, shoulders, chest, and back. Set the Cardio Cross Trainer's foot plate to one of 5 different settings. Then set the adjustable upright for a custom fit for your body type. You'll get a complete upper and lower body workout. The Proform Cardio Cross Trainer has 10 resistance levels, so you'll always be challenged. An easy-to-read console for fine-tuning your workout, and an EKG grip pulse to maintain your fat-burning zone. Proform's 6 preset workouts with 2 HeartSmart routines and revolutionary iFit technology add variety to your workouts to help you stay motivated to reach your fitness goals with guaranteed results. Call the number on your screen now and try the Proform Cardio Cross Trainer in your home risk-free for 30 days for just $29.95. Be one of the first 500 callers and receive this iFit fitness package that includes this interactive video workout, nutrition guide, and a music workout CD. A $49.99 value, yours free during this exclusive TV offer. It only takes 20 minutes a day, just 3 days a week, to turn your body into a great body. When you call, be sure to ask your operator about the iFit Solutions Jumpstart Burn Kit. Get your total body cross-training workout and lose weight now with your Proform Cardio Cross Trainer. If you're not completely satisfied, return it for a full refund and keep the iFit Fitness Package as our free gift.
Call 1-800-624-2815 for your Proform Cardio Cross Trainer. Call now.
Our key matchup, we talked about this before the game, Rich Catton versus Del Holiday. Obviously, Shanny, Catton has done a job. Del Holiday has no goals.
No points. No goals, no points. He's done a great job on him.
Let's go downstairs to Craig McEwen.
Thanks, Donnie. Rich Catton, a guy who's done a good job on the Gates and Halliday. Talk a bit about that and what you have to do here. We got to contain them. If we can get them under 3 goals apiece, we're going to be very happy at the end of this game. Our offense got to start scoring some goals, and we're in it right now, and that's what we wanted, you know. A lot of people thought we wouldn't be fresh, but I think we're playing pretty good. Great, thank you. Best of luck in the 4th quarter. 10-9 here, Ravens lead. Let's go upstairs.
Rich Catton also doing a great job on the Gates. He is the Ravens defensive specialist par excellence. Here's Paul Gait. Paul Gate's shot got it away while being checked by 3 of the Ravens. And it was stopped. Bruce Murray on the right side for Vancouver, leading 10-9 early in this 4th quarter. We got a whistle.
Took more than 10 seconds to get the ball up the floor.
You can't do that.
That one hurts.
You can't do that. There was no reason for that. He wasn't being pressured.
And they are doing a great job at the Gates, but what's going to make you a little nervous if you're a Vancouver fan is you're really stopping the Gates and you're only winning 10-9. You know, they're like a sleeping giant, and you hope they don't wake up.
They're like 2 sleeping giants.
And Paul may have already woken up.
Jenner now. Jenner. They're checked there by Grant Hamilton. And away comes Vancouver. Catton with a bounce pass right into the body of a Washington player. That didn't work. Now here comes the power. Reese. Reese on the right side, intercepted by Tyson Elias. Tyson Elias legging his way down the left side. He'll hold up. The Ravens make some changes. Tyson goes off. Here comes the Vancouver offense.
Great play by Tyson there after Vancouver giving the ball away to retrieve the first team.
Gill with a quick shot, and Dalep makes the save. Not a hard shot, but a quick one. Might have caught Deb by surprise and still made the stop. Now it's Gary Gait. Gary Gait moves in, backhand shot saved by Dwight Maetche. Boy, he got that shot away nicely.
And Gary comes down on a 1-on-3. Most players would just hold up, not hit. And for him, that's a scoring opportunity.
Robbie Williams playing his first game this season for the Ravens. Pass to O'Connor. O'Connor being checked by Gary Gait. Thought about shooting, didn't. O'Connor sticks with it. Shot clock winding down. Shot by Matt Twain. Stopped by Dalip's left arm. That thing's going to be bruised. Matt Twain in front. Here's Bowen. Bowen trying to shovel it across the crease. Nothing doing. Vancouver still has the ball in front. Stopped by Dalep. Loose ball. Headhunt going on in there. Right in front. Stevenson, his shot. Dalep got the knob of his stick on it, I think.
You're right.
Vancouver still has the ball. New shot clock, as a matter of fact. Ball on the right side. Loose ball picked up by Folks. Folks all the way down here for Reese, who almost got creamed. Just saw it in time. 10-9. Power trailing the Ravens. They have the ball to the Washingtonians. Jenner on the right side.
There's a wrestle.
Now we've got a fight. It's Reese again. And an unidentified Raven who's being smothered at this point. Who is that?
I don't know. But that one, there was a time. He went right for his feet.
You can just imagine if this game was lopsided, what we'd be seeing.
Well, I'll tell you.
A one-goal game, we've seen 2 fights in this second half. Usually you don't see that unless somebody has the game well in hand. Reese and Hansen. Boy, that's a mismatch size-wise.
You're going to see Reese is going to make a diving check. Well, that's Hansen on Reese. Okay. There we go. There's the tackle. I guess Hansen was doing a lot of the damage to Reese earlier on.
On the positive side for Hansen, he did make the first down. What a tackle. That's a size mismatch, isn't it?
That is definitely a size mismatch. Hansen doing a good job out there. Definitely getting under the skin of Reese.
Just a reminder that coming up next on Sportsnet, Hockey Central, all 6 Canadian teams in action. Darren Greger and the boys talking some puck.
And I think that Hansen has a way of getting under the skin of players. I think he can talk it up. He was giving me a hard time about my Detroit Red Wings. I wanted to tackle him the other day.
Now, why would you like the Red Wings, Shanny?
I don't know. The uniforms.
Something to do about that number 14. He's got to be pumped up right now, your brother, doesn't he?
Yeah, I think he is. I think he's kind of holding it in right now, but I'm sure he's just about to bust those.
Let's go. Hey, back there!
It'll be Vancouver ball when we continue play. Another delay here.
It's just an argument about where he should have started.
No.
Yet another delay.
What's that? These guys in the box are their 2-minute penalty. They're 5 on 4. Well, put it. They don't have to. Put a guy in there. It's 5 on 4.
Complained about too many men on the floor. Let's see, what have we got here?
Well, I think somebody's supposed to have 5 on 4. Okay, let's go down to Craig McEwen.
Thank you, Donnie. You have to wonder how the Power are going to manage here. I did a quick head down and noticed that Neil Dodderich, who's from Vancouver, isn't playing. He's missed most of the game with a calf injury. Will that wear them down? Also, Vancouver wanting to keep its focus. It's getting a little bit away from them defensively lately, and as simple as this sounds, they want to keep their eye on the man and not be watching the ball and all the trickery that's going on from the Washington Power.
I think the officials are as confused as we are.
I'm not sure who's pulling more trickery. I think, I don't know if they got confused because Maetche's on the bench and Vancouver's got the extra man on the floor.
The fourth quarter is brought to you by Yamaha Motors. When you want the best, and by Canon. Leaders in digital photography, astonish yourself. That looks like they've got things figured out. It's Vancouver ball. 4 on 4.
It's 5 on 4 here.
5 on 4, sorry.
I'm not sure what's going on here because each team's got a guy in the box.
We'll figure it out. Here's Morgan to Pratt. Back to Morgan. Peter Morgan. All the way over to Gill. His shot stopped by Dalep. Vancouver keeping possession on the power play. Ball goes down low. They lose it for a second to the Ravens, but O'Connor gets it back to Pratt. Now Morgan at the shooter position. Back to Chris Gill. Back to Pratt. His shot. Dalep with yet another save. He must be in the 60s almost, save-wise. Well, the 50s anyway. Morgan with a spin move. Nothing doing. In front now. Pratt scores. Chris Pratt. As the Ravens switched around their power play a bit there.
Yeah, the power plays continue to be perfect. No one wants to take it. I'm still not sure why they were on a power play. I know that Washington got the extra 2 minutes on that last exchange. There's Brian Reese and Hansen in the penalty box. But you're going to see nice finish from Pratt scoring his
second of the game.
Second of the game. That's a spot that we normally see Jamie Bowen. Pratt scores a big goal.
For Chris Pratt, by the way, that's not only his second goal, it's his 5th point. Maybe he heard me talking earlier about him feeling the pressure with what Kyle Gondry is doing in Calgary, the man he was traded for. Whatever the case, I don't think anybody is surprised, knowing Chris Pratt's history, that he is lighting it up for the Vancouver Ravens. Peter Morgan got an assist on that goal.
You had the extra
That's his 6th point.
They had
Let's listen to the referees. They're going to try to explain things.
Yes. So now they scored. Now it's 5 apiece. Right. And we only have a minute 15 left. Right. Okay. The penalties should be even right now on both guys. Yes.
So Gary Gait basically talked Rick Lum into taking 2 minutes off the penalty there because of the power play.
The goal being scored.
I still don't understand, but not to say that I understand all the rules here. Brian Reese got 4 minutes, and Hansen got 2. But I think it's a rule peculiar to this league that they give him a direct power play instead of after the 2 minutes. So now it'll be 4 on 4. Or 5 on 5, sorry.
5 on 5, yes. 11-9 now for the Ravens. 10:50 left in this contest. Here's Gait in front of The
wide open.
Vancouver defense went over to Gait. That left Mr. Horsey, Bobby Horsey, wide open.
Wide open. No miracles left on this one. We saw Maetche make a save on Shear earlier in a very similar play. But yeah, they're all looking at Gait, including Maetche. They forgot about Horsey.
Yeah, you know, they were down by 2 goals, so in order to come back, they had to get on their Horsey. Sure enough, they do. 11-10, Ravens over the Power. Washington winning the faceoff. They have possession of the ball. Cantabine to Gait. Gary Gait moving in. His shot just wide, just high, just wide. Washington still has possession. Shot clock changed, so Dwight Maetche must have got a piece of it. Gait with a shot. Maetche with the save. Murray back to Dwight Maetche. Maetche with the long pass to Rice. Aaron Rice, a captain of the Ravens. Holds up, waits for changes to Peter Morgan with the lane. Peter Morgan shot, Dalep stops him. Brothers to Donovan. Donovan to Del Holiday. Del Holiday. On the left side, he's going off for a change. Matt Shear. Shear looking for some room. Moving in. Stopped by Matt Duane. Matt Duane has played a heck of a game at both ends of the floor. Cantabine in front. By Matt Shear, and just like that, this game is tied. 11-all.
That one hurts, and Tyson Elias is angry at himself. He had a chance to pick up the loose ball. He went at it for one hand, missed it. Here you're going to see there's a nice stick check. The ball comes loose. Now watch Tyson try to get the ball there. He missed it. And he's going up the floor. Washington gets it back, and Matt Shear scores this time.
Tyson will tell you, he'll say it himself, he tried to get a little too fancy there.
Washington goal scored by number 17, Matt Shear, his second goal of the game. The assist number 6, Paul Cantabine.
Now here comes Paul Gait. Paul Gait with 2 goals so far today. Back to Gary, who doesn't have any. Here's Gary Gait moving in. Has room, loses the ball though. He had 3 men on him. Still keeps possession of the pill.
Oh, nice
check there by Chris Pratt to Horsey. Horsey now loses possession. Dwight Maetche has it. He out-duels Gary Gait.
Some good stick checks out there.
Matt Twain for Vancouver. Matt Twain checked effectively by Sims. Loose ball. Who's going to get it? It's Peter Morgan. Peter Morgan for the Ravens. Taking his time. 15 seconds left on the shot clock. Morgan checked by Gallant. Gallant has room. Moving in. Shooting. Maetche says no. Right, Maetche with the long lead pass. Hit a stick, and as a result, it's going to get picked up there by Josh Sims, although we have an interference call here.
I think we're getting a
penalty or a change of possession here, Shannon.
I guess it's a penalty on goaltender interference. There you see the nice
Great
stick
job
check by Gallant, and Morgan sticks with him. He's not a speedster, but watch, he goes for that stick check. That interferes just enough. And I think when Maetche tried to throw the ball away here,
boy, that could have been a penalty on Morgan.
Gallant gets a penalty.
This is a stick.
Back to the perfect power play.
A little brush to Gallant's head. On the power play now, Morgan. On the left side, Bowen to Morgan. Loses possession of the ball. And here we go.
No one's catching him.
Folks, right in, faking, shooting, scoring. The Washington Power erasing the 2-goal deficit. They now lead this lacrosse game by a goal. 12-11, Washington over Vancouver. The crowd at GM Place stunned.
And it starts with a loose ball. Watch here, Kip, folks. Gets that loose ball, and he's got speed to spare. Nobody's going to catch him. Watch the moves. Puts it around Maetche. That's the first lead in the game for Washington, and this becomes an even more important power play for Vancouver now. What's going on here?
Something is being called here. We'll figure it out when we come back after the break. You're watching Molson Export National Lacrosse on Rogers Sportsnet.
We come to your country. It was supposed to be a mission of mercy. To enable the starving to be fed. Instead, the unthinkable happened. Meet the real men and hear the real stories that inspired the new hit movie.
I just had to get to that helicopter and get those guys out of there.
CNN presents Black Hawk Down. 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific on CNN Sunday.
Hi, I'm Michael Strahan with PETA. When I'm not playing defense for the New York Giants, I'm protecting the home team. My girls Tasha, Katie, and Stella. During the cold winter months, dogs left chained outside can suffer from frostbite and hypothermia, as well as stress and loneliness. Your dog depends on you for love and protection. So bring them inside, take them for walks, make them a part of your pack. In other words, be your dog's biggest defender. Thanks.
Our next game on Molson Export National Lacrosse, Ottawa, the Rebel at Montreal to take on the Express. That's Friday, January 25th, 7:30 Eastern, 4:30 Pacific. Hey, lacrosse fans, log on at sportsnet.ca for your chance to get interactive with the stars of the NLL in our Motorola Ask the Pro feature. All you have to do is log on to sportsnet.ca and submit your questions to one of the stars of the National Lacrosse League. I know what was going on there official-wise, Shanny?
No, I didn't, but talking about the Ask Your Question, John Grant is going to be doing it next week for the Rochester Nighthawks against Toronto. I think there was some kind of complaint about too many men on the floor, but I think the complaint went on deaf ears, so Vancouver is still on the power play, and it becomes an even more important power play now after that shorthanded goal.
John Gallant in the box for Washington. Vancouver with the 5-on-4 advantage. Craig Stevenson taking the draw for Vancouver. Cantabine for Washington. Stevenson wins it. Gets it to Darren Rising. Flips to Pratt. Vancouver gets its power play out there on the change. Morgan to Pratt. Pratt to O'Connor. To Bowen. Bowen back to Pratt. To Morgan. To O'Connor. His shot scores! Ryan O'Connor. Both power plays effective. We're tied at 12.
You know, they didn't like giving up the shorthanded goal, but this makes it easier to swallow coming back with this one. A nice shot, second goal of the game for Ryan O'Connor. And they needed that one.
One of the few times this game we haven't seen Dalep in an obvious shooting situation, or what seemed like an obvious shooting situation, come out at his angle. It was a little too far back there.
Back off the line.
And it cost him. So it's 12-12. Every face-off, every possession, everything so important right now. Kevin Hansen for Vancouver. Fans looking for a call. Chris Pratt. Vancouver makes changes, gets gifted offensive players out there. Chris Gill. Over to Pratt, his shot off the Leafs shoulder. 12-12. You can't ask for better entertainment than we've had today at GM Place. Large crowd, looks around 13,000.
Every goal, every play here is so important from this point in.
Shear with room. Maetche right in. Stopped by Dwight Maetche.
I don't think that went in.
They're calling it a goal. I thought the ball bounced across the goal line and hit the post.
I thought so too. I think the referee was anticipating it going in there.
I can't believe Vancouver's not arguing more. It didn't look like it went in. We got to look at that one at the replay.
From where I saw it, I thought the ball was going to go in, and then I didn't think it did. Let's watch. Okay, there. Ooh, oh. It's really hard to tell from that angle whether it went over originally or not. Here, watch this. Watch this angle.
It's in.
Yeah, that was
a good call. The referee was right there.
There was good English on that
ball. You see the angle the referee had, he couldn't miss it.
You know what? The first bounce went in the net, and then it rolled out.
3 goals for Shearer, by the way. Washington back up by 1, 13-12, 6.5 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Here's Bowen. Bowen with some room. Tried to sneak it around Dalep. Dalep equal to the task. And here come the power. Reese. Vancouver a little sloppy on that change, but it didn't cost him. Reese holds up to Shearer. Man who put Washington up by 1. Shearer making moves, trying to get the shot away. Can't do it. What's Shearer going to do? Gets the ball to Wills. Wills being hounded. Shot clock winding down. Gets it away, but Dwight Maetche makes the stop. Now Tyson Lies. Tyson Lies dumps it ahead for Grant Hamilton. Grant Hamilton giving him some room across the goal. Wasn't ready for the pass. Hamilton hits the post. Dalep was totally fooled, but Hamilton dings one off the iron, and it stays 13-12 power.
He hit the bottom of the crossbar, and that didn't get the same bounce that Matt Shearer did.
Del Halliday. Ball Gait to Gary Gait. Gary Gait with the backhand. Oh, what a goal that was. What a pass. Gary Gait to Horsey. Gary Gait has yet to score. But boy,
what a play.
Does it matter with a goal like that?
And I'll tell you, Horsey just has to stand in front of that net.
Let's go running.
Oh my gosh, what a pass.
That could be completely deflating for Vancouver. Talk about silencing the crowd. I mean, they're still buzzing about that goal.
Look at Horsey celebrate. I tell you, Horsey only had 1 goal coming into the game. He's got 2 today, but both of them were setups that even you and I could have scored.
3 assists now for Gary Gait. Paul DeMonte can't be a happy man at this point. The Washington Power on the goal by Horsey with a 14-12 lead over the Vancouver Ravens. You're watching Molson Export National Lacrosse.
A hurricane blew through Pasadena. Now, Sports Illustrated honors the undefeated Miami Hurricanes with 3 great gifts. It's a fantastic national championship package, free with your paid subscription. Start out with this special Sports Illustrated hardbound collector's issue. It's a celebration of Miami football, a great way to honor the Hurricanes' spectacular season. It's gold-lettered and individually numbered, a cherished keepsake you'll treasure forever. Call now and you'll also get this collectible football designed exclusively for Sports Illustrated in celebration of Miami's 5th national championship. Both are free when you order 55 issues of Sports Illustrated for only $1.59 an issue. Save 50% off the cover price. When you use your credit card, you'll also get another great gift available only from Sports Illustrated. This Miami National Championship at free. Celebrate the #1 team in the nation with 3 great gifts from Sports Illustrated. Get into it.
Time to look at our Speedy Drive of the game. It's brought to you by Speedy. At Speedy, you're somebody. Peter Morgan, the subject of our Speedy Drive of the game here, Shani.
Yeah, this is the one where he's at the short side. Looks like he doesn't have much of an angle, but uses that reach.
Well, that seems like a long time ago. That goal made it 10-9 Vancouver.
Well, yeah, since then, they've been outscored 5-2 by Washington all in the 4th quarter. And Vancouver needs one soon. 5.5 minutes to go. Still lots of time. But they can't let this one get away. They need the next goal.
Last goal, what a goal it was. Gait to Horsey. Left for Washington. Power now with that 2-goal lead. Gary Gait dumps it off for Halliday. I don't think Dell was ready for that. Del Halliday has room. His shot. Oh. That is a killer. That's Del Halliday's first of the game. As the Victoria connection, the Gait Brothers and Del Halliday have come alive in the second half.
Del Halliday had been quiet all game. Couple assists. Here he gets too much room for a shooter like him.
Way too much.
Exactly, way too much. Well, you know what Washington's done so well? They've started using that side of the floor. The first half, all the game was coming from the Gait side of the floor. And I don't think Vancouver's reacted too well to the offense running from the other side. Maetche has contributed, Del Halliday, and Horsey.
We got a timeout here. Obviously called by Paul Del Monte. Wants to get his team regrouped as they now trail by 3 with 5 minutes left. You know, Shannon, we talked about the Gates being a little bit quiet, but look at the stats right now. Gary Gait has 4 assists. Paul Gait 2 goals and 4 assists. They've come alive. Del Halliday now with 1 goal and 3 assists.
That's right. I mean, we talked about them being quiet, but the Gates have 10 points between them. And, you know, part of the reason that right shooters are scoring is because Vancouver's spending so much attention on the Gates. It's opening up room for guys like Horsey, Maetche, Del Halliday.
And we'll remind you that right after this contest at GM Place, Hockey Central Saturday, Darren Dreger, Scotty Morrison, and the boys and girls, presented by Boston Pizza. Chris Simpson has a feature on Bill Barber. That's coming up right after the Ravens and the Power on Sportsnet. So, just like that, it's 15-12 for the Pilots. Look at Bobby Orris. He can't help but think about that wacky celebration of his. 15-12 for the Power over the Ravens. Ravens are going to have to do something magical offensively to get back into this thing. Cantabine on the left side for Washington. Dishes to Josh Sims. Josh Sims left side now. Sims taking his time, being checked by Dwayne. Loses the ball, gets it back. Sims still with it. To Gait. Gary Gait moves in. His shot scores. Dwight Maetche stopped that thing. I think it hit the post, went off Dwight, and back in, if I'm not mistaken.
I tell you, that's the eerie feeling you get with the Gates. You could be doing a great job on them, and sooner or later they manage to beat you.
That thing took a while to get in.
See that fake? Gary Gait puts a nice fake to step in.
Off the post, and then, okay, I think that ball maybe had a little bit of a little guzz on it.
White hasn't got a break in the 4th quarter. Every bounce has gone against him. As Gary Gait scores his 20th goal of the season.
The Gates breakout. Washington has a 16-12 lead. Now I think we're going to see some rough stuff.
scored by number 22, Gary Gait.
Well, momentum can still shift. We've seen quick goals in this game before. I mean, Vancouver's not giving up by any means, but they need to get a goal soon.
There's a shot off the body into the crowd. They might have hit a helmet in there. That's why they wore, one of the reasons why these guys wear masks. Now, Dwight Maetche is being pulled by Paul Del Monte as Vancouver tries to get back in this game down by 4 with 4 minutes left. Taking a chance, but I think it's a chance you have to take.
You absolutely have to take it.
Gill in front. Couldn't control the pass, but Vancouver keeps possession. This is Dwayne. Shot stopped by Dalep. Rebound stopped by Dalep. And behind now for Cantabine, Dwight Maetche back into the Vancouver cage. 16-12 power leads, 3.5 minutes left here at GM Place.
Now, how about all those saves that Dalep made back when it was a one-goal game?
Exactly.
Or lead by Vancouver. They're looking bigger now.
Ball thrown away in front for Halliday. A little backhand shot. Maetche with the save. See if he gets pulled again. Yes, he does.
I'm sure he'll be coming out the rest of the game.
He's going to get a workout over the next 3 minutes and 15 seconds, depending on the score. Now it's O'Connor, down to Bowen. In front for Morgan, couldn't get the shot away, wanted to, was being checked. Shot goes wide as the shot clock winds down. Over and back violation on Vancouver. It'll be Washington ball, 2:56 remains, fourth quarter. Washington up by 4.
As a reminder, next week's game exceeds the conclusion of this afternoon's game. And a special presentation for Paul Gait. That's coming up right after today's game.
It's crunch time, brought to you by Doritos, the loudest crunch. And, you know, it was 13-12 at this time, and yes, it was crunch time, because that goal, I think, crunched the Vancouver Ravens.
That was a huge goal, beautiful
the
pass.
horsey hop there, we're calling
the
it.
The horsey hop, yeah.
Gary Gait to Bobby Horsey. Chris Pratt injured, seems to be okay. Fourth quarter brought to you by Yamaha Motors. When you want the best, and by Canon, leaders in digital photography. Astonish yourself. Molson Export National Lacrosse League action. The power up 16-12 on the Vancouver Ravens late in the fourth quarter. By the way, the attendance today, 12,167. Ravens have to be happy with that. Their second largest crowd of this season.
Oh, I think they'd be a little happier if they could get back into this.
Stewartson now moving in. Pass for Chris Gill. Chris Gill in front for Peter Morgan. He couldn't handle the ball, and it's still loose. Cantabine checked by Gill. Still loose. Can Peter Morgan get it? No. Picked up by the Power. Ahead for Sims. 10 minutes of a loose ball there. Peter Morgan on the right side for Vancouver. They got to get something going if they're going to get back in this thing. Morgan in front. His shot goes wide. He was being checked as he took a shot. Connor down to Gill. His shot goes wide. Picked up there by Reese. Reese avoids his check. As the Power will just slow things down. They're content to do that, up by 4 with 1:40 left in this lacrosse game. This is Sims. Sims all the way back here. The no-look pass to Cantabine. To Paul Gait. Paul Gait playing his final indoor game in BC. Gary Gait moves in. Tackled, and there's going to be a Vancouver penalty to Williams. Sims for Washington now to Gait. Gait shot stopped by Maetche. Paul Gait still with the ball for Washington. Paul says, chill out, man. We're just going to kill some time.
Looks like we might possibly be getting a second penalty on this play.
The Molson Export players of the game, not surprisingly coming from Washington, not surprisingly the Gait Brothers, as they combine for 11 points, a large majority of them in the second half.
That's right. I think they were out there, what, 2 or 3 assists the first half. And some of those were biggies. That one to Horsey, as you mentioned, over the shoulder pass.
Molson Export National Lacrosse brought to you by Molson Export. Had X today? 1 minute left, less than 1 minute left to play in this game. 16-12 power up there on the power play. In front, shot blocked there by Rich Catton. He's played a whale of a game on defense for Vancouver. And boy, did he ride out Jenner on that play. It'll be Vancouver ball.
They actually called Washington on interference in that play. So Vancouver got the ball back.
Pass intercepted there nicely by Hugh Donovan. I think he surprised himself.
He thought about going for the long bomb for the empty net, too.
Empty net now for Cantabine, not a problem. 17-12 as Dwight Maetche couldn't get back into his net in time, and the crowd starts to filter out at GM Place. This thing's over. Washington up by 5. That's 17-12 count. You know what, Shanny, I think we talk about the Gait brothers not doing much in the first half. Thing is that Vancouver spent so much time paying attention to them. Other players were open. Other players came through on offense.
Exactly, and we talked about it. I hope I didn't curse them. It was when you're doing a great job on them, and Washington was still always in the game. You're shutting down the Gates. Sooner or later, the Gates are going to get their points. You almost know it. And they did, and they just pull it wide open.
Well, this is a big victory for Washington, who were stunned last week, upset by the Columbus Landsharks. Their record will move to 4-2. The Ravens 3-4.
And not a great day for Canadian teams. Ottawa lost earlier this afternoon to Albany. Lindsay Sanderson's debut with the Ottawa Rebel, losing 18-17 in a good game, but still a loss for Ottawa. Calgary lost last night to Buffalo in overtime. John Tavares winning goal.
And that is the game. The Power over the Ravens by a score 17-12. The Gates combined for 11 points. This has been Molson Export National Lacrosse League action. Stay tuned now for Hockey Central on Sportsnet.